I mean, fuck it, free advertisement. So, who the fuck am I? I'm the guy tryna fly by most. I gotta drive my ride, I boast. You ever eye my side, peace don't. Cause I got a piece on my side, no, I don't. I got my CD on repeat, cause the beats beat that sub. Power up like DBZ, no GT, that sucked. Except for Super Saiyan 4, that shit was fire, fire as fuck. So when I release an MP3, better retweet and love. I'm officially meta, better get the 4 walls. War calls, more fall. Popcorny rappers like Orval, Red and Baka hotter than the core, y'all. I can switch a style up. Spit as slow as dial up. Watch you fidget getting riled up. It'll take a while, but I'm spitting vile, bruh. You would never believe that I sucked when I first rap. Now all I ever get is love, and I earned that. All this sweat, tears, and blood, fans return that. Look at all this shit I've done, I can't turn back.
You know, in hip-hop, I think we don't take enough time to just enjoy what we're doing. I think we focus so much on being serious, you know, being lyrical and being talented that we don't even stop to just think about how great the shit we do is. And I'm gonna try to change that perspective. So let's do this.
Yeah, I've been giving everything inside my heart, and all my music can be solo. Master of the art, whether light or dark, day or night inside my dojo. Can I pull some bitches with the witness like a boat? Homie, that's a row-row. All my fans be watching me like a body cam or a GoPro. They don't. Doesn't really matter what beat I beat up, cause the industry shows me no love, just like Vegeta. Except for Dragon Ball Super, they kinda been really been giving my boy love. So you rappers better play dead like a zombie with a toy gun. Man, I live with my music, so live it to do with the gift to rip. Terrific, it's a given to you. Gotta work dependent till your hand is falling off, and then you feel the genius spitting through you. Nobody told me like ever that I would be killing it. I'm living my life for the minute, I'm giving it relevant. Damn it, I'm murdering beats. You can hear them in the streets like a megaphone on an elephant. Man, I'm just so real. Catch me in the back, chilling with your mom, drinking nigga bombs with the baker on. Talk about the son, shitty rapper songs. Yo, shitty rapper songs, dude. I really didn't want to. Had to put you on blast, but if I get basic, it's back upon you.
And I think it's really important that, you know, we get these opportunities to still be topical and still be able to flex your abilities musically, but I think it's so important to also be able to just say what you want to, even if it isn't, you know, super crazy topical or anything, like fuck Dragon Ball, you know?
Gotta get another try while I'm popping off. Blasting off on a rap song like Team Rocket Jaw. Scatter your ashes to the mist like I got Brock involved. I'm like a midget playing T-ball, I can't knock it off. Me and my team, we see past a lot. Energy seething, we had to stop. All I'm trying to say is it's fucking bullshit that the legendary Super Saiyan Brawly's trigger word was Kakarot!
I'm about to beat the brakes off of your bitch ass. You got no class, and your girl, well, she gets so passed all around the room like an old flask. I could even do better with old raps on an old Mac as an old man. Every time I spit a verse, it's so potential. You was thinking I was Gohan, ready for Rohan, ready for war plans, ready for anyone thinking they got dope, man. Consider this your final warning. You should take your chips and get up out the dough, man. Grab your coat, man. We give no hand. Anybody who be rapping so bland, I don't give a fuck. I'm having fun, and I am free. You waiting, then you is no fan.
Yeah, I know I was late. My computer has been just going crazy. I don't know what's going on. It seems like it's running really... You know, like when you're driving your car and you hit the accelerator and it's not doing nearly what it should be doing? Does that make sense? That's what it feels like my computer's doing. Like it's just running super, super slow. It took... it doesn't matter. The technical details don't... Anyway, hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Sunday. What's going on out there, chat? It's Wednesday. Wednesday. I am all discombobulated. Hello. Let's see who we got hanging out in the chat. Alicia, what's going on? Saying Wizard, ISO Bandit. Artemida, Rumple Foreskin. Emily Figueroa, Slack Show. Mad Yikes on Bikes. Ammo's getting ignored. Oh, Ammo, you don't have a wrench here either? Damn, I didn't realize you were a wrenchless wonder everywhere. Oh. Look at that. A grumpy nerd Susan, hello, hello. Deb? Bethany? Bethan? Hello, Bethan. Miss Z, Mama Kimmons. Sin can't read, Sin can read, Sin can't talk. Difference. No, you hate me? Well, you got a wrench on the other channel. Just not here. Come Shake Katie. Fantastic name. I won't ignore you, Ammo. Crazy Cat Lady, hello. A lot of green in the chat. That's what I like to see. How far are we off from the new emoji? Because I just, I put, oh my god. This is going to be very difficult today. Thinking of tagging you in the turn of dung beetle, but I don't want to annoy you. It's never annoying to get a tag. But, it's annoying when it's during a show and someone's like, hey, go check this unrelated thing out I sent you on Twitter. It's like a picture of a fucking sandcastle. That's not relevant. I need some lulls. Oh, do we have some today? How far are we out? Oh my god. Computer, what are you doing? Spoofers, what's going on? Emojis. And we are 35. I guess it's rotating. We are 35 from the next emoji. I guess they roll off at some point. Foodie is hiding, so her mods think she headed back to Kuwait for all the views. I assume everything Foodie does is manipulative in one way, shape, or form. But I guess we'll see. Spoofers was gifted a membership by Platty. Thank you very much, Platty. And welcome to members, Spoofers. I demand justice for Ammo. First off, I don't think you can demand justice for yourself. I don't think that's how that works. Second off, you know the rules. You skirted by on my good graces on the other channel, but I'm gonna have to hold strict to the rules over here, Ammo. I'm gonna have to hold strict. We watching the clean hoo-ha stream? Yeah, we're gonna get to that at some point. We're gonna get there at some point. But we gotta start with the video she put up. I believe this was yesterday. Visiting my favorite places in Ontario, Canada. Just for the thumbnail. I'm never coming back here. I saw a ghost soldier. It's just... This is the only channel that doesn't give me the option of becoming a member. I don't know how that works, so you're asking the wrong person. I'm trying to get Sin's attention. Have it. What are you want? What you doing? What is a ghost soldier ghost? I don't know. That's what we're gonna find out. She's afraid of a ghost but not a war girl. What? Yeah, fair. Sorry, I've been out for a while. I've not been doing too well. I needed a break. I still love you all though. Well, I hope you feel better, Anna. Good luck with whatever you got going on. Is it a ghost that's a soldier or a dead soldier? That's what we're going to figure out. I think it's more likely what Artemida said, a soldier ghosted her. It's giving 2000s YouTube clickbait. I was just fucking jamming out to some fucking old music. I was listening to MGK, one of his LPs. MGK really did have the talent to become a top tier rapper, but I think his diss track to Eminem was better than Eminem's response. That's neither here nor there. He destroyed his career with that one move. Anyway, it's diabetic eye floaters. That I'm a fan of the band Ghost. Me too. Ghost is good. I thought I was the main attention whore here. No, that's Livy. Wherever she's at, she knows what she did. So we'll see what this is all about. Error on the thumbnail for the algorithm. Is that something? Does that do anything for the algorithm? Does an arrow in the thumbnail help in the algorithm? Because I'll start putting arrows in thumbnails. I don't give it. I'll just make a thumbnail of an arrow. That can't do anything. Does it? No. I just don't believe you. All right, we're gonna get into it. Guys, before we do that, smash the like button. Share it out on your social media, should you feel so inclined. Streamlab is listed down below, and should anybody be considering joining a club, Ammo is in desperate need of a wrench, apparently. Ammo is in desperate need of a wrench. So smash the like, do the sharing, all that stuff, everything down below. You know the drill. We are trying to raise money for Chantel's Pit Stop, fast food pit stop. Let's get into it.
Hello, foodie beauties. Hey there, Beezers. Want a personalized video from me to you that you can keep forever? Or maybe a special shout out? Or maybe you just have a pressing question for me you want answered. All you have to do is request a personalized video or direct message from me on Cameo. It's super easy. Cameos also make great birthday or special occasion gifts. Hope to hear from you. Bye. Hi guys, I'm here picking
500 is a lot of cheese curds. You know she could eat that.
up one of my favorite things.
Let me pull it back a little bit. I'm a little discombobulated. Visiting my favorite places in Ontario, Canada.
Bye. Hi guys, I'm here.
Good Lord, woman. Have you... This must be the same day as the stream.
Picking up one of my favorite things I'm going to eat before.
I love how she puts the lipstick outside of her lips to try to hide that, burn.
I have to go back to Kuwait. I want to eat filos as many times as I can. I'm so excited to eat it.
Ammo says, now I'm ordering 2 big kahunas. You order as many as you want. That's not going to make a wrench appear.
I love it. It's like a Greek restaurant here in Cornwall, and it's like the best. So, yeah. I'll show you what I get.
That's a fucking lot of food. Chicken, something, rice pilaf, Greek salad, Greek potatoes? What the fuck is a Greek potato? And tzatziki sauce. Saucy sauce. Okay. I'll give you Sin Camera. Different bingo board. Chicken with daddy juice. Why am I hearing clown music? Because you're watching a clown. That's why. Where the fuck is it? Oh. Today, we are going to Crystal Farm Battlefield Lost Villages. Do we get a wrench for showing up? No, wrenches are only given out in very specific circumstances, and showing up is not one of them. Driving footage. More driving footage. I'm shocked. More driving footage.
The body is round.
This is so far like 2 minutes of driving footage. The body is indeed round. Murder potato. Just a little something to get the mad pooper moving. All right, Salad, get your ass moving. Wobble, 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 wobble.
November 11th, 1813.
What?
November 11th, 1813.
Oh, she's just reading the fucking wall.
The Battle of Chrysler Farm. So one of my favorite places to...
Oh, is this... Are we getting more Wikipedia beauty? Can Ammo get a wrench in celebration of me graduating? No.
...to come is Upper Canada Village area, which is in Mooresburg, Ontario. And, yeah, a battle here.
This was a battle in Canada. Hey, babe, where the fuck are you? And Big Sad, hello.
Here happened a pretty significant battle in the War of 1812. And this is the way they commemorate it with this this historic site. And...
Historic site.
Upper Canada Village is not open right now.
She's doing the weird face thing again. What is happening with this? Why is she... I'm moving like you guys can see me. I'm not. But she's like super exaggerating her facial movements. Her cheeks and nose and jaw are super exaggerated when she talks.
Now yet for the season, but it's a place that it's like an old historic, you know, village, and they have activities of how you would live in like the 1800s and things like that. And it's very popular for schools in the area to take you there on a school trip to learn about history. But it's nostalgic for me. And
she's also talking like twice her normal speed, and we're only in 1.25.
I love it. And, you know, it's a beautiful day, a bit windy and cold, but yeah, it's just a cool place. You know, if you're really into nature spots, this is definitely...
This is a really nice place if you're into nature. They have very nice benches for you to sit on.
A nature spot in Ontario, I would come, in Mooresburg, Ontario. It's just a beautiful place. It really is, to spend the day. Yeah, there's some geese and, like, you know, a bunch of trees.
I wish somebody would just take that microphone and throw it as far as they can. That thing, that is the worst thing she has ever owned in her life.
And walking trails and stuff like that. So, yeah, and I'm just enjoying this area right now. So
she's either there very early in the morning or very late in the evening. Think all the outdoor filming means she isn't allowed at home during the day. I think that's probably accurate, honestly. If I were her parents and she acted the way she did, I would say you're not allowed in the house when no one's here to watch you. This is literally welcome to my face. Look, I'm going to film my swollen face, big cheek, yellow teeth face walking around. And that's it.
like, just look at this beautiful creek. It's so cool.
Yeah, look at this creek, guys. You know, I'm happy this video only has 6,000 views. There are many things to do. I bet there are many things to do in your hometown area. Have a deeper look and discover where you come from. Chantel, you're 40 and you're just figuring this out. Maybe go down to Niagara on the Lake. Jinns pretend to be a soldier. That's not how you spell Jinn. Oh, she's hearting and liking all the comments. Very interesting. I like the style of video. Foodie says, glad you like it. Been loving your videos, heart heart. From Karen in Edinburgh. Thanks, Karen. Glad you enjoy. Hey, Chantel, thanks for the consistent videos. Hope you're doing well. You are so welcome. I love this content. Hey, guys. Hey, thank you. Really enjoying your videos. Glad you like it.
I don't know, I've just been finding a newfound appreciation for the beauty of the world and nature. For real, I'm not being corny. Oh, hey, here's a sign.
Yeah, let's go read the sign, Chantel. Let's go read random signs we find out in the wild.
Let's see what it says.
Let's see. Let's go read the sign. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Is she gonna read it or is she just gonna...
There you go.
Nope. Maybe?
Oh, there you go. You can pause and read that if you want.
Uh-huh. Can't even be bothered.
Go see this.
It's a cannon.
Okay, there you go. A light 6-pounder gun. Huh.
Read it. No, I care less about this than she does, honestly. Fuck Canadian military history. You know what? I'm just gonna let
Selfie with the powder gun. Kind of cool.
She probably chewed on the side of it like, can I eat this? Emma is your current streambot says, I'm currently getting a tattoo. Are you getting a tattoo of that Stream Boss HP? Because you've been sitting up there pretty for a few weeks. You guys really gonna let I believe a woman be Stream Boss for this long? Oh, now we're just recording out the window.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Something just scared
Guys, this... her breathing makes me fucking anxious.
the living daylights out of me. I swear I saw someone. I saw a man, and he was like wearing old-fashioned...
Please tell me you've seen the preview for the couples channel. Oh, we got it on the docket, man.
like brownish, dark brown, black clothing. Ratty, I swear, in the blink of an eye, he was gone. I'm not kidding. I'm getting the
Oh, so she didn't even get it on video. She's just making up a ghost that didn't exist.
heck out of here.
She edited in herself locking the door.
I'm not kidding. I'm getting the heck out of here.
She edited that in. It was probably her dealer. I am fully on board, and nobody is here to disagree with me. I am fully on board with the fact that every time she starts streaming, goes, oh, I have to go to the bathroom real quick. She's meeting somebody. I think she has to.
Honestly, I bet you these days, this is the most affordable housing right now. Not even joking. So this is like a soldier encampment display.
Have more conspicuous fucking uniforms, Canada. Jesus.
You could have at least given them faces. I don't know.
It's just a reason for her to leave, probably.
Commemorate some soldiers. Selfie with the faceless soldier.
Welcome to my face. Look at that ring. You know, lose that finger, girl. Miss Sin needs to hurry up. I have to pee.
All right, guys. So I spent a little bit of time here at the Upper Canada Village and Chrysler Farm Battle Memorial area. And now I'm going to go to another place I love to go that I find is really cool and just a really important part of history in this area. So I will show.
Guys, we're gonna go do this, and then we're gonna go eat, and then we're gonna go eat, and then I'm gonna have to turn off the camera so I can, and then we're gonna eat.
Show you guys the next spot, which is actually reputedly haunted. Supposedly haunted. I don't know what the right word is, but anyway, I'm gonna buckle up and head on there now, and I'll see you guys
I think reputedly was accurate there.
soon.
More driving footage, yay!
So now, to get to the other place, I'm going to take the Long Sault Parkway, which is another one of my favorite places to drive down.
God, this is fucking tedious. Jesus. I almost called her Amber. This is so tedious. This content is awesome. Says who? Who is going, this is the content I want to see?
Now, this is a place that has turnoffs, which are actual camping grounds. So
you're literally driving in the middle of boo-foo nowhere. Okay.
Have the different campgrounds here, like the Mille-Roche campground and a few others. And it's just a very scenic route to take. So I really love it. And it's
Nice name, Destiny. Nice.
on the way to where we have to go anyway. So I thought I would show you guys this nice little area. So here's McLaren campground on the right. I did used to...
Guys, we're going to drive by campgrounds that we're not going to stay at. We're just driving by. I'm not even going to film them. We're just driving next to them. And I'm going to tell you that they are on the road next to me. What? How? Who is paying for her fucking gas? First off, that's what I want to know. Second off, at what point did she look at this and go, you know what? This is the content I want to make. Or did she just like cast around at her feet and go, yeah, this works. Like, I genuinely don't understand what the thought process is here.
come camping here as a kid quite a bit. Just like in a tent kind of thing, you know. But I loved it, except for the spiders in the tent in the morning. But there's just something so like...
If you have spiders in your tent, you did not do it correctly.
I don't know, exciting about sleeping outside and not in your bed.
I think she's not allowed at home during the day when no one's there to watch her ass.
And I don't know. It's cool. So they just...
But after all that shit with Marty, for sure no YouTube in the house. Definitely, possibly kicking out of the house.
Opened the parkway. I don't know exactly when. It must have been in the last couple of days because I've been checking. So, yeah. I do videos quite a bit at these locations when I'm in Canada.
Ghost versus Foodie liable suit with the Streamlabs link. Thank you. Very good.
But for any newcomers, I guess it will.
Any newcomers, give me cucumbers. I eat num num num.
Will be new material. It's nice to revisit the places sometimes too. Here we have Woodlands Beach on the right. It's closed, looks like. The trees are still pretty bare this time of year. So.
Who gives a fuck? How is this content?
Things in May will start blooming more and all the leaves will be returning back on the trees. As you can see, there's water along either side here.
As you can see, there's water. Okay, yeah. Definitely, yeah. Oh my god, content. For sure. This is some shit. Let's get a big all hail blue whale. Because that lake was not big enough to hold a whale. I don't think we've had nOoOo. We're close, but not quite to new stream boss.
There's people fishing.
There's water and there's fishing. Guys, there's water and there's fishing. Did you see that there's fishing?
Along either side. I hope they catch something. I'd love to hear from other Ontarians, like, what you think of Ontario's nature. Do you find it inspiring? Do you find it...
And, you know what? It's clicking engagement farming. Laughs at something unfunny.
Honey, I'm home.
Hi, guys. Hello. Funkle activities. There's just so much terrible shit happening here. This is goddamn terrible. This is awful. This definitely goes as one of the worst videos Foodie's ever done.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's very okay. You're in charge for a minute. I
am the captain. Hello, everyone.
I have to piss.
How was everybody's day? I'm home now. We can watch Chantel be boring together.
Not so nice.
That's right, Emma.
You know, some people think like the trees without the leaves doesn't look the nicest, but you kind of appreciate it for what it's worth. You know, it's a huge symbol of early spring, and yeah, it's a cycle of life and nature, and you just start to appreciate it. At least I do, for sure. So they close the parkway during the winter season, and I don't know when they close it. Maybe late fall. I'm not too sure, but it's definitely more popular to venture out here in the summer. So it's the most popular in the summer because of the beaches and of the campgrounds, which is so funny because it's the opposite in Kuwait. You basically camp in the winter because that's when the weather is more tolerable. So it's very opposite to here. Okay, there are geese on the road. Like, what are you doing?
Okay. No dirt, urchin. I did not get any.
Look at these guys.
I'm back. So I don't know if you've been paying attention, but Ammo was graciously granted her wrench on the Silent Sin channel.
I see she doesn't have one. I was going to sneak her one.
Yeah.
I thought you probably noticed.
I would have noticed immediately. I was standing over there with my wiener in my hand going, if she sneaks her a wrench, I'm going to pick it out instantly. But I thought she had one here.
I thought she did too. She's just green.
She's just green.
Well, at least she's green.
She was like, you don't love me. And I was like, well, I granted you a wrench out of the kindness of my heart on the other channel.
I think she can have
There was
one.
a goal set, not beat. And she got it anyway.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You see?
Yeah. I see.
Sin is picking on me.
Oh.
I don't deserve that, you know? I'm beautiful, sensitive type girly pop.
She is.
Yeah.
And it's her birthday.
No, it's not.
Guys, yes, move over.
But Miss Sin is here trying to talk me into it, so I think she should be Shrek'd and farted on.
Rude.
Or the Shrek farts.
No.
Yeah, the Shrek farts are good. That's $99.99. We never see that one.
Because I hate
Makes me nervous. Hi, guys. All right, so this is the end of the Longsu Parkway. Okay, I totally thought we were done, but no, it keeps going. Why is everything creepy today? Wow, the water.
I think it's just you.
Yeah, there's nothing creepy about this.
There's a Sasquatch out in the woods filming things.
It's a sunny day in the middle of the afternoon. There's nothing creepy about this right here at all.
Sparkly sapphire waters. There's a reason, guys, I'm not a poet, all right? Because, you know, sometimes I do some pretty good remixes.
Is this whole thing a voiceover?
I think it is.
All right. We are going.
Actually, I don't think this is a voiceover. I think this is her talking into her phone microphone.
She might have her microphone.
Going to the Lost Villages Museum, Alt Park.
Okay, skip.
Historic site here.
Yeah, she's just talking to her microphone.
Hotter than 90% of YouTube.
Yeah, we're all very jealous of her hotness and her ability to get men.
Not too far away. It's in like Lakeview Heights area along County Road 2, Highway 2. And it's a bunch of buildings that were brought here as a preservation method after they built.
And this is sped up.
I don't want to be strong like men who look pretty. I want to be strong like bitch that fight bears in the forest.
I do love that one. Glad to have you here, Shelly. Thank you, Murder Potato.
Aw, thank you.
Get moving, Salad. Almost 10% to go.
Built the St. Lawrence Seaway. They built the seaway so that a waterway so that large ships could pass through.
Yeah, that's usually why they build waterways.
Skip.
What is this Wikipedia beauty? It's
We're
terrible.
We're skipping ahead by a bit.
And I think someone actually lives in this house.
Yeah, so get out of their yard.
Would be oh no, it's a historic site.
Imagine just sitting in your living room and you see a Kia leaned way over to one side.
I bet it is too.
Rolling by
They
with
see me rolling.
Chantel in the front seat filming your house. What would your response be?
I don't know. I'd probably call the police. I would feel like she was
As well.
doing something shady.
Yeah.
Like all the
There's a
time
clock.
on like the city Facebook, you see people like, I saw somebody outside with a camera. I think they were taking pictures of my house. You know, Facebook grandmas get so nervous. I think that's probably what would happen.
Oh, this video sucks. We're next. We're nexting immediately. Okay. Guys, smash that like button. What a shitty start to a show. Guys, smash that like button. Share it out on your social media. Should you feel so inclined, Streamlabs. Down below, Miss Sin needs her farts and Shrek. She has gone untainted
I have.
by either one for a long time.
I sure have.
Emmers is looking very low on HP.
Yes. Very low.
Very, very low. So you guys know what to do. You guys know where all that stuff is. And real quick, make sure to go follow my Twitch at Sinatra_says.
Oh yeah, you do be twitching.
I do be doing the Twitchies. Spike strip, that would be the proper way to handle it. So I've talked about this before.
Okay.
And this is exactly what I said would happen.
Oh, this is the couples channel
The
preview.
The poopster is back.
I haven't seen this yet.
Season 3 is gonna be lit.
Season 3 is gonna be lit.
So this is Salad filming by himself in Kuwait.
And sending the clips to Foodie, and she's like editing them together.
Okay.
Season 3 is gonna be lit. Oh wait, I have something for this actually. Hold on.
This is
We
weird.
gotta get this ready. We're just gonna need that ready. We're gonna set it up in the corner.
Did they delete the poop emojis out of the comments? I need to know.
Oh, fucking the 50 comments.
Yep. Oh, the poop emojis are gone.
This is a heavily moderated comment section.
Oh my goodness. Excited to see what's to come.
Nice,
Okay.
can't wait. Do a reunion special. Love is the best feeling in the world. Love the videos.
Salah just needs money.
Season 3 is gonna be it.
It? That's
Okay,
not what he
hold
said,
on.
stupid.
Season 3 is gonna be lit.
Season 3 is gonna be it.
They're fucking scripting this.
They script everything. Like, even when they go to the beach or out to dinner, everything they say is scripted. They practice their lines and then they read them. And Salad probably is like, hey, you messed up. Do it again. Like, he does lines every time.
Season 3 is going to be lit. Season 3 is gonna be it.
Weird. Season 3 is going to be shit. That's what it's going to be.
It's
about
going
shit.
to be. Man, they are gonna have to fucking sleep in shifts to watch the comment section.
They really are.
Because the minute nobody's paying attention, woof woof, poop, pooping.
I'm sure
he's
that
poop.
they've got to have all
Dookie,
that blocked.
dung.
Can
Do
you
know
block
how many,
an emoji from your comment section?
I don't know. But do you know how many variations of the word poop there are?
That's true. That is true. I know you can
dung,
block
poo poo, poos.
You can block words.
Yeah.
But can you block an emoji?
She's going back just in time for summer. Oh.
Yeah, she's gonna love it. Love it the most, Chantel.
Siri, what is the temperature in Kuwait? It's 80 degrees with a high of 95 in April.
I love that for her.
Oof.
Just in time, Chantel. Well, her man needs money, and that's all that matters. And he's probably only getting a small percentage of her money while she's not there.
Oh, yeah.
She's just like sending him enough to pay for the car. But when she is there, then he gets to decide what happens with the money.
Can we just get a bunch of Salactuses in the chat, guys?
That ring. Go back. Let me look at that ring again. That is the most hideous thing I've ever seen. It looks like plastic. It looks like plastic.
It is plastic. What do you mean it looks like plastic? It is plastic.
That doesn't look like gold.
No.
The facets, or whatever they're called, are not even even.
This looks like gold.
It's not even even. It's just a mess.
This is gold. This
yeah, that looks like plastic.
does not look like that.
Hi, assalamu alaikum. A married couple does stuff.
Not to each other, though.
No, definitely not.
No, no, no.
What is this music?
Look how much smaller she was then.
Yeah. No, she didn't gain any weight in Kuwait. You're a hater. Don't say that. That's a lie. Obviously, she is much skinnier now than she was then.
Look at that. Does she not know what a trailer is?
I mean, apparently season 3 is just going to be more of what season 1 and season 2 were.
Because a trailer is supposed to be clips of the stuff upcoming, not old clips.
It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be them at the beach, them at the park, her eating food. Yep, there we go. Beach park food. Pretending she can walk. Talking to cats.
Going everywhere that's free.
Yes. More food.
Food. And it's not even like... easy. It's not even like good food either. It's like, watch us eat Burger King.
Yeah. Best Burger King ever. 10 stars. Very cool.
Dude, salad is what like a 13-year-old's idea of cool is.
Yes.
Look at, I'm wearing sweatpants, riding on one side. Now I'm sitting on a crooked.
Yeah, he is a 13-year-old cool. That's what he is.
I think he is just mentally a 13. But even in the messages he sent, I going to poop on you.
Yeah, I think he's just a... You know, it's like some parts of the world are like they're still in the 90s or whatever. Maybe that's where they're at.
Maybe.
Chantel's sitting on benches.
Eating Burger King.
At
Oh,
one
that's
time,
when she was
they
pretending.
stole all the water.
That's when she was pretending to wear the niqab.
Oh wow, did you see that action shot of Salah? I'm so impressed. Oh, that time they went to Burberry and didn't even go inside or buy anything.
I love when they go to malls and don't buy
They
stuff.
just look in the window of the expensive stores.
What is this music? That's a good fucking question. The other thing that makes me think Salad might be a little is that Foodie would go for that because they're easier to manipulate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She likes special guys. He's roasting. This is true love, you guys. We just don't know what love is. This is
Yeah.
what a real love story looks like. Chantal is literally Princess Jasmine.
Hello guys, long time no
there we
see.
go.
I hope you are all doing well.
Poop, poop, pooping, poop, wants to poop, eat
Yep.
poop, pooping, poop, 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 poop.
Opie salad.
How do you think Chantel was like, if I'm coming back with my money, you have to do the couples channel with me?
Probably. Probably.
Poop man. The shit emojis are all in my chat now.
We're looking at sea otters. 6 of them here.
That's fucking
Fucking
Obi-Wan
Obi-Wan
We're
Kapooper.
looking at sea otters.
It's like Game of Thrones, but the throne is a toilet. He's wearing the YouTuber apology white. He can't wear any other color when she's not there.
Yeah, probably not.
Just sperm everywhere. You can see it up on the wall over there. Look at it.
Yeah.
I just want to say that how excited I am doing videos again with my beautiful wife Chantal.
You're excited about this? You had to write a script to tell us how excited you were.
Can't tell you how excited I am that she didn't find out about Cabela this time.
There are still so many things we will do together and places to visit and explore, so stay tuned. Oh, I think Julia
Where?
is excited too. Hi Julia.
Yes, you guys, you heard that right. We are back with another season of couples vlogs on the
You are back with it.
Boring.
The game of Porcelain Thrones.
Hmm.
Oh, boy. Selectus, you better start pushing that goal, buddy, if you're going to be around here.
Salah and Chantal channel. The link to our couples channel is always in the description, so please subscribe so you don't miss when our season 3 premiere comes out. So I'm excited because despite some hurdles we had to overcome together, we are
Hurdles.
Yeah, the hurdles.
Hurdles?
Turtles.
Turtle heads?
Turds.
Hurdles. One great big hurdle.
A big hurdle.
A big hurdle.
Yep.
Your husband and his go-go gadget wiener wants to poop on all white women.
Yes. Yes.
That's a hurdle.
Holy Christian white asses. He loves them more than his family.
We are stronger than ever and ready to live
Stronger
an
than
exciting
ever.
life together and to take you all along on some of our adventures. As Salah said, there are still many things for us to show you. We both have the same dream, to travel more and share
To make
our
money on
adventures.
YouTube, so you're gonna make videos.
Literally, yes.
We need to make couples channel videos. That's a monetized channel. We need money.
My dream is to finally give Ammo a wrench.
Yeah.
That's my dream.
Oh, that's nice.
We loved going to Thailand together. There is something about traveling and experiencing other cultures that has the ability.
What? You sit inside and eat.
Yes.
What experience is there with sitting inside and eating?
She also sat outside and ate once or twice in Thailand.
Yes, that's true.
to change you if you appreciate life from a whole new perspective. And going through all that with someone special whom you love is the best thing.
I love how you can just progressively see her enlarge
Yeah,
throughout
that's
these
true.
clips.
That's true.
Because, like, okay.
I mean, when they were in
320,
Thailand,
remember 320.
Okay.
This is in
Yes.
Thailand.
Yes.
And
That was when she first got there.
yeah. Hello?
Hello.
No? Are we not playing? There we go. When she first got there.
Uh-huh. And then she ate and ate and ate all those cheeseburgers, all those foods.
And then that. It's like you can slowly see Gunther expanding.
No weight gain. No.
And Salah enjoyed it so much, he decided to go
Right to jail. Right to jail. Right away. Right to jail.
Emily Figueroa, that clip was supposedly made while Ramadan was still going on. Not sure if that's true. If it is, then they must have planned this for a while. This season 3. Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
best thing in
Unless
the
he
world.
just didn't take the decorations down, which is also possible.
That's, yeah.
We're not a perfect couple. Like I said, we
I
had
like
some
how she
hurdles.
talks about all of the fun they had in Thailand when really it was her in the motel and Salad out for a walk.
She
Like
was
most of the time.
miserable in Thailand.
Salad was out and about and doing who knows what and who knows who
Yeah.
on his walks.
But we are
Even
moving
in the
on.
pouring rain, he was on walks.
So our goal is to travel and see more of the world and grow together as individuals and also as a couple. I have some tough health hurdles I need.
Why would
That
you
one
put?
time.
Why would you put this in the vlog where he's like,
That's pretty much the only clip she has of his arm around her ever.
and look at her, she's loving every
She
second of it. And he's
is
like, ugh.
It's true love.
to overcome
pat on the
myself in order to fully enjoy traveling though.
A pat on
So
the head.
I will
head
be
pats.
working hard
Oh,
at a
cheek
glow up
pinch?
over on
You
my
can give her a
Foodie
cheek
Beauty
pinch?
channel.
a
Try
chin
again.
pinch.
Chin pinch. Yeah.
But don't you worry, there are many things to show you still,
Salad
and
just
there will
but cheek
be
pinch. Here it comes.
Cheek pet.
Cheek pets, cheek pinches, Salad eye fucking himself in the camera.
new
That's what all
content
this
as
is.
well. So you can expect us back in May of this year with
You
a
don't kiss her
fresh
on the
new
forehead.
May.
He makes kissies at himself.
It's coming in May.
Yay.
season of Salah and Chantal, and we really hope you enjoy our vlogs.
Select us. Get moving.
So Salah and I both had a long discussion where we reflected back on what we learned about making couples videos and traveling as a couple. I am speaking for both of us, yes, but we both agreed that we learned some valuable insights. So here are a couple of those things. 1.
Are you ready for relationship advice from Poopster and Foodie?
Yep.
We make a great team. We both are different people, but we contribute well to the life we share.
Yeah, you're both different people, and that's fine. You know what? That dynamic works for some couples. But he wanted to poop
Yes.
on people.
Yes, he did. Do you think that they really had a conversation and said, what insights have you gained about couples vlogging? And then wrote a list? I don't think they did.
No.
I think Chantal made this up.
If Colt ever cheek pinches me, I'm bopping him.
And this made our trip
Colt, you heard the lady.
to Thailand so much smoother and easy going.
But there's an issue with that budding romance. I don't allow wrenches to consort with non-wrenches. So, Emma, you better step your game.
Salah is just so calm and good with directions and at handling most things that would give me anxiety.
He's calm and good with directions, and I bring all of the money in.
Yeah.
I,
And
on the other
paid for
hand,
everything.
I'm very loving and affectionate and reassuring and take care of planning the activities. And I do this also because as a big woman, I like to make sure I have some control over
That's what we're calling it, a big woman?
I'm surprised she didn't say a chunky gal.
knowing where
A chubby lady.
we're going and to ensure it is okay for someone my
slightly
size.
larger
But I am
human.
also a fun person to be with despite me having some physical limitations.
Yes, having to stop and sit down every
Only
32
hug your dog.
seconds.
That seems
Not
like
your
a lot of
wife.
fun.
Be a man.
He pats her like a fat dog. That's literally how I pet Eve.
Yes. Yes. Head pats.
I go.
And belly smacks.
I go, hey, little fat girl. That's how I pet Eve.
Yeah, could you imagine trying to like go somewhere or going on a see a touristy thing and then we have to sit down every 3 minutes and take a 5-minute break?
I would leave.
You would think.
I would just leave you behind.
Yeah. Like she has to. I pick the activities. I look on Google Maps and make sure they have benches at least every 300 feet, or we can't go there.
Can we get hearts in the chat for Ammo's inferiority?
Aw.
I still push myself, and as a result, we did many things, and you can watch all of those videos on this channel. So each of us contributes well to our little team, and it makes life easier and...
Look how big she is in this one compared to that first one.
Hey, but then look at the mall, the 31 frames.
Yeah, the 31 frames is way bigger than this. This was like halfway through.
more enjoyable. Secondly,
That
having
she
a couple...
can be like, I did not gain weight. That is a lie.
Mm-hmm.
How?
Delusion.
channel is like having a lifelong school project partner.
Look at that.
Except life is now the school and you are married to your project partner.
What?
A lifelong school project partner.
That's not what love is supposed to feel like.
It's a lifelong school project partner.
Right, like we're doing a project, but we got married. And then we both wrote our essay together. What?
Call to Curl says, Ammo, the only cheeks I'm pinching are the ones on your face. See, look at that.
Aw, cute. Oh, yeah, that's what it says.
That is absolutely what it says.
Yeah, Colt would never say something inappropriate to
Yes.
a lady.
Definitely not through Streamlabs. It definitely says, Ammo, the only cheeks I'm pinching are the ones on your face. That is absolutely what it says.
Sure, that's what it says.
My husband and I don't make poster boards.
And apparently, you're not in real love then, and either are we, because we should be writing an essay and making a PowerPoint presentation about our love.
Ham and Bean said that doesn't seem right.
I think you spelled it wrong, ham and beans.
Okay, I'll fix it. Ammo, the only cheeks of yours I'm pinching won't be on your face. Ooh, spicy. I mean, we did just finish a really good project, though. But it wasn't poster board.
No, it was a spicy project.
Mm-hmm.
We are both different
That was
people
a
with
husband
different
and wife
ideas,
kind of
having to
project.
put
Yes,
out
indeed.
one video. One project made with two minds. So you have to learn to compromise and talk ideas out and be willing to hear your partner's ideas. It takes a lot.
Well, his partner's idea is let's sit down, and your partner's idea
Okay,
is
stop.
where are the
Stop.
white women at?
Let's role play.
Okay.
Let's role play.
Okay.
You're Chantel.
Okay.
I'll be Salad.
Okay, what are we doing?
We are going out for the evening.
Can we get food?
We get food.
And then can we get dessert?
If you buy dessert.
Okay, I'll buy dessert.
I leave you at restaurant, go for walk.
Okay, as long as they have a bench.
Okay, I come back, find you.
A lot of cooperation, and sometimes
I don't
it
know
can be
why
frustrating
Salad to me talks like Grug.
Oh, he does talk like Greg.
when your two visions don't coincide. But with good communication, you can work it out. So lastly, it is possible to enjoy working, and in this case, that would be doing
Extendo wiener.
What?
vlogs, of course.
Are you showing that woman's
so
nipples?
working and feeling like you are on a vacation is indeed possible. We thought it would feel tedious, but
It sounds fucking tedious.
It is tedious. It's tedious to watch. It's tedious, Chantal.
Like I can feel the tedium.
Tedium.
we soon discovered that we could not have imagined being in Thailand and not sharing it in our vlogs.
Salad talks like the butt gorilla.
Mm-hmm, he does. Regert.
All right, nope.
Find fat wife. Wife, leave, take money. Regert.
No, we can't have any butt gorillas. Missa needs
I
fart.
would like a buck.
She needs farts and Shreks. We've gone weeks.
But I would
actually
like a butt
love
gorilla.
vlogging and making content. And the content, when you make vlogs,
I can't
you
believe
have
she went in
artistic
that thing.
license. And it's an amazing
I can't believe the
feeling
guy who puts you into the cage and shuts the door. Let her get into that thing.
I'm surprised it's not more facing down.
Right, you
to
think he would've said,
express
"No,
and share
we're
a
full.
vacation and another
Ride
culture
closed."
through your lenses. Not everyone can travel, and not everyone wants to travel, and that's okay. There are many things that a lot of you can do that I will never be able to. That's the beauty of sharing your experiences with vlogging. And we both realized how much passion
And
we
those
do have
trampolines? She
to
should have
continue
went into
to
the
make
trampolines.
content, and inshallah, better content, more meaningful content. So guys, I thank you once again for listening to us. We cannot wait to see you in May. Please subscribe
Going
and hit
down
the
really
notification bell
fast.
so you don't miss the first video
She's doing
of
a good
season
job
3.
reading her lines.
Until then, we wish you well.
Guys, we are going to be back soon. I wish you well. Thank you for watching my video. Beep bop boop.
Take care and see you soon.
So Sally got one line. In
Oh,
this.
so it's just this reused
project.
content so she could hit 8 minutes for the mid rolls.
It was a project that they do together as a team. But Sally got to say one sentence in the whole video.
It's lit. Is I'm not afraid of war the same level as I don't really like Windows? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe she did that too.
Right?
You don't have a window. I don't even like Windows.
Yeah, windows are overrated.
Windows are stupid. Windows are stupid. Okay. So I do want to get into some of the Amber stuff because we are already halfway through the show.
Yes, we are.
So do you want to get into the Amber stuff? I want to re-look at the video from yesterday.
We're
And then
gonna watch it again?
I want to get in, well, just
The mom part?
Yeah. And then I want to watch this thing from Apathetic Facts.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right, yeah, we're gonna watch the Amber part, and then we'll pick up the Chantel stream another time. This is a very interesting stream. We have to watch this one.
Okay.
So we're gonna jump to the Amber stuff.
Is she raging in it?
No, she bought underwear, lingerie, pussy wipes,
Oh.
and showed it off.
That sounds like an interesting thing to watch.
It was big. Remember when she was trying to turn Nodder on?
Yeah.
So she did the haul of the lingerie. It had that same vibe to it.
She's going back to Kuwait. She's trying to get her husband to be interested in her white ass.
Yeah.
It's too wide, though.
Yes. Not worship worthy. All right, we're gonna. I want to take another look at this because I feel like not only did we maybe miss some stuff, but we have a little bit of a different perspective.
I say.
Oh no!
Shrek is life.
Yes.
Not this one.
It's all ogre now.
I hate this one.
Shrek leaves through my window. Shrek is love.
No.
Shrek is life.
No.
Murder potato. Here, happy? I'm excited for Amber. Yeah, we're getting into it. Where's your pussy wipes? Hey man, sometimes you need to.
Remember when she made fun of Dee Dee Doo Doo for having some?
Mm-hmm.
She made a big fuss about it. And said she must be disgusting then, because she needs wipes. Why does she need wipes? You know, Chantel's showing them off.
Oh yeah.
Well, Salah bought a bidet for her because she probably fucking stinks, and he thought that would help.
He thought it was a good.
She's like, I'm coming home ready with the wipes.
He thought it was a good hint.
I bet that's exactly what it was.
All right, we're gonna get into the Amber, guys. We are almost 20% to the way to goal. Emmer is under 100,000 HP.
Oh wow.
Emmer's is well within striking distance. So like I said, I want to rewatch this bit of Amber raging and lying, and then I want to watch that Apathetic Facts video.
Okay, guys, so I personally hate that I even have to talk about this, but I'm going to, because not only is it important to me, but it's also important to my mom. I don't even really know where to start.
I don't think it really matters to Amber that it's important to her mom.
No, it matters to Amber because Amber is affected.
Yes.
Always Amber's most affected.
I'm sneaking ammo. Oh, look at that. She's got the emojis right.
Aw, cute.
No wrench. You know the rules. And so do I.
So there is a reaction channel that begs for more side characters on my channel.
Turned out it was Jordy.
That's what I heard.
It was, oh lordy, it's Jordy.
And they've also begged for my mom to be in my videos. So in my newest video, my mom waves at the camera. You see her hand for a second, and then you see her face for a second. That is literally it. And so this reaction channel took it upon themselves to sit there and read.
That's literally it. That's the only thing anyone has ever heard or seen of my mother. Just 1 second of her face and hand.
That is also a blatant lie.
Yeah. That's it.
Because her mom was in the vlogs when she was visiting, when Amber had the big C.
Even if we had never seen her mom, Amber has told us plenty enough about her mom to know who she is.
Every single charge that my mom has or has not, which I'll explain in a second, gotten in her past. So before I clarify or whatever it may be, any of the charges, I just want to say, like, how does...
I like how charges is in air quotes. Even though it's not charges, it's convictions.
Yeah, it's pled guilty to.
Anyone expect me to have side characters on my channel if things like this happen? I'm sorry, but listing off my mom's past charges...
Sam from Sam and Yabba called the courthouse from a stream today, no crime against animals. It's there.
But
and
it says, like the statute is something like harmed, abused, killed, or prevented, like interfered in the job of a service animal. So it could be like you just interfered in a service animal doing its job all the way up until you unalived it.
Yeah.
And it's all under the same category.
Yeah. It was a typo, apparently. That's one hell of and an extra charge typo. I don't know if I'm buying that.
That's interesting.
I
would think that if that's the case, her mother could call the courthouse and get that taken off.
Yeah, you would think that.
And if it's like people are messaging my mom, she's really upset about this thing that didn't happen.
She would take the steps.
She would have already called the courthouse and figured out why that's on there.
Think.
I would have.
Yeah.
Things that she's done over a decade ago on your YouTube channel during a live stream while reacting
That is one. Yeah, it's one hell of a typo.
to my videos, my current videos, is tacky. It's super tacky, and it's all for
Keep this in mind. It's tacky. It's tacky.
monetization reasons, and I think it's really pathetic, honestly. So by doing this, like, do you think that's gonna make my mom want to continue being on my channel when people?
I don't think it really matters, honestly. If your mom wants to continue, that's a you thing. It does nothing to us.
Yeah.
People are literally spreading false rumors about her, and not only that, but digging up things that she did 2 decades ago. So this reaction channel listed off quite a few things, and yes, some of them my mom very much did. My mom is not afraid to admit to the things that she did during her addiction, because when she was on drugs, she did a lot of things that she's very ashamed of. But everything she...
Yeah, and also beating your own mother is pretty tacky and pathetic.
It confronts head on. She takes accountability. Even to this day, she takes accountability for things that she did even when I was just a child. She has a lot of regrets. I can definitely say that, but she is almost a decade sober. I never in a million years thought that would happen, like truly. Like, my mom is the epitome of you can change. You can be a better person, and you can do good things.
I don't know how it works, and I would never take the initiative to do it because I'm lazy. But I'm pretty sure that like court records also include all transcripts from actual court hearings that are findable somewhere.
I have no idea.
I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
My mom has been to jail. My mom has been to prison. She has been in and out of jail and prison ever since I was just a little girl. Same with my dad. That is what I grew up with, what I had to deal with. I don't...
But you said you didn't grow up with it.
She changes her mind a lot about things that happened or did not happen.
The story is very fluid.
Yeah.
I'm getting emotional. I don't talk a lot about these things.
This, and Jordy brought up a really good point about this, that she's acting like she's crying. She's not actually crying, but she's trying to manipulate people and to feel bad for her.
Yes, she absolutely is. And she's also putting this video out for her mother to see. As a mom, I'm really sticking up for you, and I'm really hurt that people would ever say a bad thing about you. And I would really hope that her mother would actually look into the things that Amber has said about her.
Oh, God.
Rather than just believe my daughter loves me and she's so sweet and she would never want anyone to talk bad about me on the internet, when Amber spent 10 years doing that.
I'm just saying, if anyone's curious, it's 21 for the pity party.
The fact that I feel pressured to have to speak on this is ridiculous.
The fact that I feel pressured.
I mean, she didn't have to speak on this.
No, she could have ignored it like literally everything else.
According to everyone, this has been brought up in Amberverse many times before. Lots of times before, people have talked about her mother in this animal charge. So why then did she not look into it herself? Ask her mother about it then. Then her mother could figure out why this charge that didn't happen is on her record.
Yeah, this has been a thing for a long time.
Like, why is she bringing... Other times, she just surely saw that people were talking about it, completely ignored it. It died down. Everyone forgot about it for another couple years, whatever, till it got brought up again. This time, she is making a whole bunch of new people aware about it. She's 200,000 subscribers, and she's putting it out there. Why?
Yep.
Why?
That's a good question. It's alleged for now. Also, Amber wanted us to hate her mom. Oh, we're going to get into that. Don't worry.
Yep.
Ridiculous. And it's so wrong on so many levels, and I know a lot of people are just not going to care. Like, I just feel like this is wrong, but I just feel like I have to speak on this because it's not fair. But yes, that is something I dealt with. I was in foster care for a reason. These are things that I do not really talk about, and it's because everything that I say, everything that I do, there's always speculation. There's always people calling me a liar, and I think the subject of foster...
Have you ever considered not lying about everything?
I mean, that would make people question her much less, I imagine.
Now, the thing with all of this is it is pretty apparent that Amber probably...
It's Asian sex noises.
No one cares!
At least Amber hasn't spent the last 8 years shitting all over... Oh, I'm sorry. Like Amber hasn't spent the last 8 years shitting on her own mother. The woman is a saint, apparently. Yeah. it has been a narrative, an unquestionable narrative, that Amber's parents were pieces of shit. Now we're just supposed to go, oh, okay.
Everything bad ever that happened to Amber in her life is because of how bad her childhood was, because of how bad of a mother she had. But now,
no, don't touch me there. Gross old hands off my no square. Snow.
Ooh, look at that. Look, you can't even see it. Oh, just Jamie.
Oh, just Jamie.
Salad, get moving. We're supposed to believe that woman who allowed Amber's words, an adult male family friend, to essay Amber, would never consider hurting animals. Okay, girl. It's a good point.
Yeah, I am fine to believe she didn't actually hurt the dog. I mean, to see that the charge includes anything from interfering in its job, that could be literally anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't believe she actually murdered a dog. I don't
Probably
believe
not.
that. That's like the farthest of the extreme.
Yeah. And just Jamie said, will you? It's 69,000 stream boss HP. That is definitely overthrowable, by the way. Nice, by the way, woman stream boss.
Yeah.
Foster care, what I experienced in foster care, why I was in foster care. Those are things.
Yeah, but even what you said you experienced in foster care is a very fluid story.
Things that it's hard for me to touch on because some of the things I went through sounds like a lie, sounds exaggerated, sounds insane, but it's very much stuff that I went through. I'm not saying my life was any worse than anyone else's, it doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to say is that yes, my mom has made.
I think somebody in my comments section clocked it, nailed it the other day when they were like, Amber's mom was probably investigated by CPS. She got taken away for a couple months. And to Amber, that means she was an orphan child.
Yeah, I could say that. I love how Amber's like, oh, I'm not saying I've had it better or worse than anybody else. Like Amber constantly tries to make a point how she's had it worse than anybody. All the time. It's poor Amber. Poor Amber. Everyone should feel so bad for poor Amber.
Some lousy choices. There's a rumor going around that my mom went to prison for 5 years for killing a service animal. I am telling you right now, that never happened. You have the wrong person. My mom has never been to prison for 5 years, period. The longest she was ever in never happened. You have the wrong person. My mom has never been to prison for 5 years, period. The longest she was ever in prison.
All right, hold it.
Was for 2 years.
Also,
and that was for
hold on.
drug-related charges.
Hold on.
Okay.
I am telling you right now, that never happened. You have the wrong person. My mom has never been to prison for 5 years, period. The longest she was ever in prison was for 2 years.
Yesterday, my mother was sentenced to prison for 5 years and 26 days. For 5 years and 26 days. Found out that she has to serve every single one of those days. Found out that she has to serve every single one of those days.
It was very possible she got out in 2. That happens a lot.
Probably.
Really hard for me to grasp. I was completely numb when I found out yesterday. I was shocked, and I woke up this morning and it all kind of like just hit me all at once, and I could not stop crying, and I'm just so
It all her stories are very fluid.
But she is very careful with her wording. My mom never went to prison for 5 years because she got out early.
Yep.
Usually you don't do the full amount of time.
Exactly.
And my mom never killed a service dog. Okay, she probably didn't.
Yep.
There was something there, but she probably didn't do that thing.
Yep.
She's very careful.
My mom would never hurt an animal, and my mom, like,
Amber, you either unalived or let out a cat so you could get a cat.
That's
so
true.
The shit apple doesn't fall far from the shit tree.
she doesn't care what people think of her. But my mom,
when she was also arguing with Destiny, she spilled some tea about Destiny's mom wanting to shoot a dog or something like that.
Yeah, that was big tea to her, was that Destiny had a dog that bit some kid, and Destiny's stepdad or whoever it was, they said the dog had to be put down, so he did it himself.
Right.
And then
that's just tea.
And then another piece of big tea was that Destiny's brother is a drug addict.
Yeah. So it's okay to tea about other people's animal issues or drug problems, but not Amber's.
Okay, Mr. Leahy, glad you caught it. Someone in Girl World's going to file for the court transcripts? Probably.
Came to me about this. Not only people are messaging me privately about it, but they're messaging my mom about it. My mom.
It's possible that it could be a typo. But that is one hell of a fucking typo.
Yeah, that's a big typo.
I think, personally, I believe that if it is a typo, it needs to be proved that it's a typo. Because what is the fucking likelihood?
Yeah, that's not very likely. It is not very likely at all. It's more likely that her mother got into a physical altercation with a person who had a service dog.
That seems possible.
That's what I think. Which I keep seeing comments, people saying, "Oh, it was probably a police dog." Definitely not a police dog.
Absolutely not a police dog.
Definitely wasn't. But someone who had a service dog who she got physical with, because she has a lot of assault and physical type charges.
Yeah.
So it seems like she liked to get high and fight. Probably somebody had a service dog.
Because she has never done that. It's obviously another person with the same name as my mom, because that has never happened. And if she...
That's a lie.
Yeah.
Your mom pled guilty to assaulting your grandma.
What doesn't make sense here is people are saying Sam talked to the clerk of courts and the police records clerk. They looked through the records and no mention of any animal. But the records are online, and the records, that's exactly what they would have been looking through, is that same list of records. The court docket online is the same one that the clerk of courts would be pulling up on their computer to look at. It's the same docket. It's a publicly available docket from the courthouse, and then you can access it online.
I wonder if Sam maybe got the wrong person.
That's possible. Or the person that she talked to got the wrong person.
Yeah, there's some miscommunication somewhere.
Right. Because
in this whole thing, there's miscommunication. It's not like
there's all these charges listed, and the clerk of courts has more access to the same public docket from a decade ago.
Okay, it's not the wrong person or mugshots in there. So it's just online wrong? Like, I don't know. The math ain't mathin' to me.
It doesn't make sense.
If she did do something like that, she would be the one to admit it. The things that she admits to, the things that she has done in the past, some of it, it's hard for her to admit to. But the fact is, who you are in active addiction is not your true self. And I'm not making excuses for her.
5 years in prison for just impeding the dog from doing its job. It wasn't just, it was an assault charge too.
Yeah, it was aggravated assault against the mom.
Yeah, she assaulted her mother, we think, is that same case.
No, I think it's confirmed that it was the mom.
Yeah, but it was the assault charge, and then the dog thing was there at the same time.
Completely different person. But I'm not going to sit here and justify the things that she's done. Neither me or my mom want to do that. But we want to make it very clear that if you're going to name off my mom's charges for monetization gain on your behalf, at least get your facts straight and stop spreading rumors that aren't real. This is not something that I will be speaking about. It's not something that I'm going to...
Sam was given the info from the police report. Look, man, I'm not saying Sam has to prove this. This is on Amber and her mom to prove.
That's true.
Sam... okay for doing the due diligence, fine. But I think this is on Amber and her mom to prove that it's not true. Because if they have known about this for a long time, if I had known about this, I would be doing literally everything within my power to get it fixed.
Absolutely.
Because you do a background check, you do any of that, it's going to show up that you abused a service animal.
Yeah.
People will deny you any job where service animals could be around.
Right.
That's any retail job, any public-facing job anywhere, office jobs. No one's going to want to hire somebody who has that on their record.
You would want to get that fixed immediately.
Come back on here, clarify this, clarify that, because I think it's bullshit that I even have to do this to begin with. My mom showed her face for a second. And this is the way that reaction channel is going to behave. It's not a good look. I just wish people would get to know the woman that she is now.
My mom showed her face for a second. My mom has never existed online. No one's ever heard anything about my mother ever before except for that 1 second of her smiling in my video. She knows damn well that's not true.
But the animal thing is, while it is a thing that is worth talking about, that's not my focus here right now.
It's just Amber lying.
Because now that the animal thing has been pulled into question, that is not exactly what I'm focusing on. It's how Amber got so mad about other people talking about her family.
Yeah.
And then we're going to play how she talks about her family.
Oh, she did this
That
20
doesn't
years
count,
ago.
though.
Oh, she did this
Because it
15
was only
years ago.
one
and she might
second
have done
ever of
that.
people
Like, no.
hearing about
I
her
just
mom.
think overall, what my mom did 15 years ago, 20 years ago doesn't need to be talked about. Like, why does it matter? People literally live lifetimes.
What
If you guys don't
my
know
mom did
15
20
versus
years
the woman she-
ago doesn't need to be talked about. Right, Amber? Right.
But here you are.
What your mom did 20 years ago doesn't need to be talked about.
So I think we remember all this, right?
Yeah.
So we're all caught up enough?
Yeah, let's see all the 20 years of talking about what her mother did.
So yeah, let's... I'm going to link Apathetic Facts in the chat. Okay, I'm going to pin their video to at some point as soon as it lets me. I'm going to pin their video to the top of the chat. Let's see how Amber talks about her parents.
Mm-hmm. No one
do
should ever
have
talk
a
about what
fear
someone did
of
20 years
losing
ago.
viewers because
Okay, guys, before we get into this, make sure you've hit the like and did the sharing and all that stuff. The everything with the thing and the stuff and the thing. We're 30% to goal.
of success. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? I'm afraid I'll
That's the bigger issue, is that the charge is a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
You would think for somebody with a sheet that long,
right,
they would be more precise about it.
You would think. I just find it so funny that Amber acts like no one should know anything about her mother because she's only ever been on the video for a second.
Then do something.
Do I choose health or do I choose money? Girl, I, as a person, am nowhere near as bad as Hater Nation. And I say that with my chest. Literally with my chest. I did not create this community at all. It's fat phobia.
As some of you may or may not know, recently after not having any side characters on her channel in quite a while, Amber has decided to feature her mom in her videos. With that has come the internet sleuths who brought up Amber's mom's pretty heinous criminal record. Recently, she scolded reaction channels for talking about her mom's past and monetizing it.
I had a conversation with Jordy about this, and I was unsubbed from him. Don't know how that happened, but YouTube just straight up unsubbed me from his channel. And somebody, two things. One, can I pull it to the exact point here? I think it was down here.
I'm sorry that this vlog took this turn, but right now this is reality.
Oh, hi.
But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. This turn, and it better not get
Oh, here we go. This part
reaction
right
channel
here.
got a laugh out of it. I think it's really sad. But I'm not gonna let this get me down, and it better not get my mom down because she has worked way too hard to feel bad about herself. I'm sorry that this vlog
She is
took this
already
turn,
laying
but
the groundwork to blame reaction channels if her mom relapses.
Yeah, not herself. It won't be her fault. It'll be a reaction channel's fault that her mom doesn't watch or know anything about other than what Amber tells her.
Amber is so manipulative. She is laying the groundwork for if her mom relapses.
Yep.
And people in Jordy's chat were saying it was bait and all that shit. And I was talking to him and I messaged him. I'm like, this is not just bait for you. This is reaction channel bait. She already reported the subreddit.
Yep.
She's probably reporting this shit out of you and Zachary Michael.
Yeah.
Like, this is to get reaction. You're addiction shaming. You're bringing up criminal histories. You're doing, this is all report bait.
It probably is.
And she is
I don't
more.
think anybody's addiction shaming her mom.
Oh, that it, of course not. But that's what she's gonna say.
Right.
And I think she is 100. And I'm more cynical than the average bear when it comes to her. But I 150% think that she would absolutely throw her mom under the bus if she feels like it can take down reaction channels and Reddits and shit like that.
That is very true.
I think she has no issue doing that.
Yeah. No, she doesn't. She has no issue talking negatively about her mother online.
Oh,
Why does she have issue with other people doing it?
We're about to get into that.
But before we begin, let's not forget the time when Destiny spilled all sorts of tea about Amber, and in order to get back at her, Amber wanted to spill some tea about Destiny. Except Amber lied and was super hypocritical in telling this story, knowing full well what her mom has done.
What's one of the worst things Destiny ever did? She had a dog named Cash, who I actually would babysit when he was a puppy. I guess Cash wasn't trained very well. Cash ended up biting like a little girl.
Oh, we just covered this.
Right, 20. Since we've been
We just covered all this.
Come on, Cash, you're gonna go with us today and run around.
And Reid.
We just covered this. Here we go.
And his public parents for
YouTube
for purposes for the past decade.
Hi.
If you guys haven't caught the gist of it yet, this is a compilation of all the times Amber has drug her mom through the mud for monetization.
For monetization, yeah. She's made more money talking about her mom than any reaction channel ever.
And she has brought up the money aspect of this.
That's what she's most bothered about.
At least 4 times in her video.
Yep, that's what
laughed
she's most
and
bothered.
monetized, talking about my mother's addiction.
Mm-hmm. And no, I don't think that even the conversations weren't about her mother's addiction. It was about her criminal history.
Yeah. Unless she thinks addicts automatically have insane, violent criminal histories.
Yeah, no. No, they don't.
So, guys, remember, only Amber's allowed to make money off this.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else? Streams, AdSense, Super Chats, that's all bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Amberlynn Reid. I do YouTube for a living. This is how I pay my bills. This is how I eat, pay electricity. I have a roof over my head, a pillow to lay on at night.
I think that might have something to do with it, Lappa, is that she's not making nearly as much money as she thought, because this whole thing came up like 2 days after AdSense came out. And I was telling Miss Sin, like, you can see how much you've earned on the back end of YouTube.
Yeah.
If you bother to look. But my check was bad this month. My check was very bad.
Yeah, Amber's probably was too.
So it's there's probably a lot of that happening.
Mm-hmm.
I come from a very, very toxic and unhealthy family. When I was 9, I was taken from class by a cop who took me and my brothers
9
to a children's shelter. From then on, I became a ward of the state and I was in foster care until the age of 18. My parents were drug addicts. They neglected me. I lived in a trailer that was falling apart with mold and holes. I saw my dad hit my mom more times than I can even count. I don't cry for views.
Hello, everybody.
I don't cry for views.
So this is a random video. A while back, I
She's pulling a foodie and the month strong. Hey man, I'm just trying to see some farts.
had somebody suggest that they wanted me to kind of talk about my foster care experience, because as some of you may know, I was in foster care from the ages of 8 to 18.
9 to 8.
Huh, yeah.
I wasn't only in foster care, like foster homes, I was also in group homes and
So the entire time, from 8 to 18.
Yeah, but
foster
there were
care.
so many stories where she talked about being with her mom and her dad as a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make sense at all.
Already 9 to 8.
children's shelters, so you can ask me about that as well. And you can also ask me about why I was in foster care and what kind of things I went through at home on a daily basis. Please do leave those questions because that'll...
Please ask me. Please ask me more about how shitty my mom is. If you want to hear more about my shitty childhood, my awful parents, please leave me those questions.
We cry for views and subscriptions. Nah, man, we cry for clubs.
Oh,
help me to make another video regarding...
Ooh. I want to get a club. Not like a club.
You do what with?
Club.
I thought you would have meant a club sandwich.
I could go for that too. And get nice Dagwood. No, I want like a UGG club.
Grug.
I want a Grug leopard print loincloth. Like a big hunk of wood that's lumpy for some reason. Like I want one of those.
Okay.
Regarding it, answering every
We cry for wrenchless ammo.
question you guys have, because I will answer every single question in a video, I promise. Have you ever felt like you are living in a world with no lights?
What is the lobby on my voice?
Lying voices.
Sin has a raging club right now.
Too many people but no choices. Thrown here, thrown there. Escaping nothing but placed everywhere.
Just cute cat.
Months before I was living in hell. Meth aroma, hiding tear streams.
Wait, what was that? Did she just say metharoni?
I have it now.
Months before I was living in hell. Meth aroma, hiding tears.
Oh, I thought she said metharoni.
Tear-streaked pillowcases, and carved depression on a mattress filled with sad faces. Why did my parents never give love once known? I hope you guys enjoyed, and again, please just leave your comments down below because
the main food group sandwich. You guys are making my tummy rumble. I'm so hungry.
I cannot stand the voice that she's using right now. This is like grating at me. Please leave me more questions. I would love to tell you more about my abusive parents. It's so fucking creepy. Why? Why are we doing this? Why?
Just want a sandwich.
I just want to talk about
I
my
just want a
abusive
sandwich.
mother.
A club.
The metharoma.
Turkey.
Blech.
Ham.
I cannot stand this.
Little lettuce. Salami. Cheddar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear, do I want to go like a provolone? Maybe even Swiss. Probably cheddar.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little Miracle Whip, even mayonnaise.
Okay, that's enough.
Tomato.
Okay.
Sesame seed bun.
Okay, calm down.
I'm so... Can you tell I'm hungry?
I can tell. Foodie.
Yes! We cry for a club sandwich.
No one cares about your sandwich.
Oh my god, I miss you guys. I was so busy over the weekend, then I got sick. What did I miss?
Amber being
what
gross.
is Amber crying about now? Is this when she was talking all quiet? I had to go train my PTSD dog tomorrow so he can come home sooner. Love y'all. Well, thank you, Tina. Glad you're doing well. I appreciate that. And
I'm excited about your dog, Tina.
There's a lot of stuff happening.
Don't let Amber's mom near your dog, Tina.
Yeah, just play it safe. Just hedge your bets there. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate it. We are almost 40% to goal.
Yes, we are.
Guys, make sure you have smash that like and all that stuff. Go cry to someone else. I'm hungry. I have pork loin. Nah.
Yeah.
Not a big pork fan. Hungry sin. We cry for sandwichless sin. I have a big kahuna. And guess what I have? A stack of wrenches.
Please, I really want your questions. I have no issue talking about what I went through.
That being said, I could
Please
fucking
ask
wreck
me
a kahuna.
questions. I would like to make up stories about my sad childhood.
Or anything to that effect. I learned it at school.
Anti-pork. I'm just not a big fan. I like sausage. I like bacon's okay. I've got kind of moved past enjoying bacon the way I used to.
Are you okay?
I
Do you
like
have a fever?
I like sausage.
Who moves past bacon?
I love bratwurst.
Foodie booty.
I love bratwurst. But pork chops, eh. You know what I think it is bacon is in too much. Bacon should have never left burgers, BLTs, and breakfast side.
That's all I would have it on now still.
But bacon is in everything.
School? No, it was my mom. And then I went to school and I was like, you guys, listen, look how cool. I think I was in like first grade because it was like a year or two before I got taken from my parents. So this is random.
The more you talk, the more I'm inclined to leave the stream and rain my fridge.
But I wanted to show you guys a picture of my brother. If you guys don't know, I'm actually communicating with my brother. I'm communicating.
I had an excellent pastrami sandwich the other day.
With both of my parents. My dad just got surgery, so I've been checking up on him. So this is my brother, and that's his girlfriend's kid. So I just kind of wanted you guys to see, like, put a image to him. So yeah, that's my brother. I'm hoping one day that me and him could visit each other, and he already said like he wants to be.
At this time, how old? Amber would have been what, mid-20s here?
Mm-hmm.
So in this timeline, according to her, she would have just been out of foster care for a handful of years.
Well, no, this was in the Becky era when she lived in Lexington, so late 20s.
Oh, so she'd been out of foster care for 10 years, and she's great relationship with her father, who was super abusive, forced her to live in a group home for a decade.
Yep.
But she's really concerned and talking to him about his health every day.
Uh-huh.
It's weird because I feel like I don't feel like I would really give a shit if my abusive father had surgery after I had to live in a group home for 10 years because
especially,
he was a fucking crackhead.
Not only that, but the stuff that she claimed when she was supposedly in foster care, but living at home in foster care, that she let her father's friends do to her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All up in the videos.
Okay, I could fuck up some bacon wrapped jalapeno popper. I'm not a big fan of ribs. I like the Chinese.
Ribs are gross.
Short ribs.
So I'm like so excited for that. Yay!
So nothing like a little bit of throwback. So I was on Facebook and I saw this photo of me. This is from when I was 11. I was in foster care. I was visiting my parents. This is a little room that we used to be in to visit once a week.
So raw. This content is going to be so raw. This is me spilling tea I've never spilled before. My foster care experience. And honestly, I have tried so hard to like do whole videos dedicated to that. It would take a lifetime. A lot happened.
Tea I've never spilled before. I've done whole videos about this. What?
I didn't even catch that.
During my whole foster care era. To maybe work my way up to talking a little more about it, we'll talk about the first few hours after I was taken from my parents. So I was in elementary school. I was like 8 or 9 years old. I remember getting called into the office. So I get called into the office and there is a police officer.
Hold on, I gotta pull it back.
I was taken from my parents. So I was in elementary school. I was like 8 or 9 years old. I remember
8 or 9.
Getting called into the office. So I get
You think you'd remember?
Called into the office and there is a police officer there. They also
You might remember 3rd grade. But that could be 8 or 9.
So called in my brother. So at the time I had 2 brothers. I had a brother who is a year younger than me. So he was going to the same elementary school as I was. And then I had a baby brother who was about 1 year old, maybe a little younger than that. So me and my brother get put in this cop car. Next I know, we have my little brother. I don't remember how we got him because I know we didn't go by, obviously, our home, which was a trailer. Run down, moldy, wholly drug infested, disgusting trailer. Next thing you know, we come to this like huge house. My baby brother's getting taken. I remember a woman with short hair standing at the doorway. Me and my brother were allowed to go and say bye. I was so like confused.
You would not, I don't think you would allow a child to go say bye to their abusive parents.
I don't think that's what she's saying.
And then they end up taking us to the police station where I just remember.
I think that in that there, I think she was saying that they were dropping off the baby at some house.
Oh, maybe.
And she got to say goodbye to the baby. And then they took her to the police station.
See, poltergeist, now you're talking more my language. Buffalo wings.
Sitting there for hours. I think they tried to explain to us what was happening, how they're gonna take us to a children's shelter, how my baby brother was in like this foster home. I guess the children's shelter didn't take babies. And then we get dropped off at this big building. We see like all these random staff and they're like asking us questions. Like there's so many questions and so much paperwork. I'm like, me and my brother are young. I had to get completely naked in the shower. They had to look all over my body. So in my first So Raw video, I'm pretty sure it was my first one, I talked about the first time I was taken from my parents in foster care. And I got some people saying like, what do you mean you were taken from your parents in a cop car? Like, you're such a liar. They don't put kids in cop cars. They did.
Yeah, they did for me.
No, I mean, that's
they do
not,
and
they don't handcuff you in a cop car, but they absolutely will take kids for a ride to the police station in a cop car.
Picking them up from school though?
Well,
I just automatically default to whatever she's saying is not true.
Whatever she's saying is usually not true, but I mean, this is plausible.
I was actually taken from my parents twice. The one time that I told you guys, and then there was another time.
If she were at school when her parents, her caregiver, whatever home she lived in, went to jail for whatever reason, they would go to the school to get the children and take them somewhere.
I mean, it makes sense, but
you'd think they would, rather than pick up the children and drop them off at a group home, they would like call the mom or the aunt or the grandma or they would call another family member first. Usually, you'd think.
It was actually a trial. My parents were able to fake it and say that they were sober, better, improved, they had jobs, etc., etc. So me and my brother got to live with our parents as what they called a trial. That trial was not successful. Things actually got worse and things got bad. So I was actually a teenager, very young teenager,
when this happened, and then I was actually taken from them again, and the story is so similar. I was at school, I got called into the office, and there was a cop car with a cop, obviously, and I got taken from them. So both times I was taken from them, it was a cop who picked up me and my brother, and we went in a cop car. So yes, that happened both times. Well, how come like there was like a car seat in the cop car? That doesn't make sense. Well, I know for a fact that there was a car seat in the cop car because
baby criminals.
My brother was in the car seat and it was his car seat.
Wait, I thought the brother was a baby the first time.
Right to jail.
I think
right
she's
to
talking
jail.
about both
Right away.
stories here.
Right to jail. Right to jail. Right away.
Violins for victim Lynn. Not bad. Not bad at all. Thank you very much, Ammo.
That also would make sense that they would have the. If
So you're not going to just put the baby in the trunk.
Yeah, exactly. If she was at school and her mom and dad were riding around with the baby, getting high, and they got pulled over, they would take that baby and that baby's car seat, put him in the back, and go gather their other children from school while another officer took them to jail. That's exactly how it would happen.
Yeah.
So when the cop picked up my brother from our drug addict parents, they obviously got...
But remember, she's the only one allowed to talk about and monetize this.
She's allowed to talk about monetize this, and she was crying in that video about the fact that people on the internet are hearing bad things about my mom, who's a wonderful person. Mom, do you see me saying this about you right now? You're a wonderful person, and I don't want anyone to ever say anything bad about you online.
Yeah.
The car
I
seat.
want Amber's mom to see this.
Yep.
Well, I shared a 5-minute clip of me sharing something about my foster care, and it's like people literally had to dissect it so bad that like, no.
I think she's more bothered by the fact that people caught her in inconsistencies.
Yeah.
Than anything else.
Yeah.
None of that's true. It's just like really. So I just wanted to clarify that yes, everything I said was completely true. Like that is the point of these videos, and the point of my YouTube is I want to be vulnerable and I want to share things with you guys. So not only did we get suspended, we had to go to this like court situation.
Even if her mother did hear all this shit that she's talked about her over the years, to Amber she would say, well, that's my story. I'm allowed to tell my truth.
Yeah.
Like that, and that's what it is. Amber's allowed, nobody else is.
Yep.
Where at the time...
I'm going to talk about you now. I'm going to talk nice about you now, Mom. I need a personal driver.
Yes, that's exactly what that is.
I was actually living with my parents like for a trial to see if like they were fit to be parents or whatever. They failed. By the way, I was with my parents at the time. So it was me, my dad, he brought his friend. I don't know. They were on like so many drugs. I don't know why he would bring his friend, but okay. My biggest takeaway.
See, now that I don't believe. You're going to court as a family and dad just brings his friends on drugs.
Wait, let me go back. Let me hear this again.
My parents like for a trial to see if like they were fit to be parents or whatever. They failed. By the way, I was with my parents at the time. So it was me, my dad, he brought his friend. I don't know. They were.
Okay, so the story changed already. They took me from school.
No,
but,
this is she got to go back for a test.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. That's
yeah.
You let me finish. I was getting there.
Oh, okay.
She gets taken from school the first time. The second time, she gets taken from school again, but after court with the dad, where they failed the court hearing, they go to school, then get picked up from school again. Or is there a third trial?
This is she's talking, when she's saying trial here, she's using the word trial as in a trial of living with my parents.
No, I think it was an actual
and she's
trial.
also talking, and then here she's talking about when we went to the court, she's calling that a trial.
So which one did they take her from? Because they didn't take her from school and drop her back off at home and then wait for trial to take her again.
No, they took her from school. She got to have a trial, live with her parents, and then after so long, they go into court, and the judge reassesses.
But she just said she was with her parents.
Right, she would go with them.
So they took...
She was living with her parents during this trial run.
Yes.
Then they all go into court together, and a judge is going to reassess whether or not she can stay with them.
Then where did she get taken from school the second time?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Exactly.
They were on like so many drugs. I don't know why he would bring his friend, but okay. My biggest takeaway from the whole thing is that my dad stole a laptop from that building. He did. That's actually a story that I tell my friends all the time, that my dad stole a laptop from a courtroom. Y'all, I was 15 when that happened. No, I was actually 14. Yes, I was 14. I had just turned 14. So you were in foster care. Like, how did you get so big? Like, you didn't have money.
It's just me. I just automatically believe the opposite of whatever she says.
Yeah.
So I don't believe that there was a second trial, like an actual trial. I don't believe that happened. I don't believe the dad ever stole anything from the court.
Yeah,
like,
that's interesting.
Poor parents, like, yeah, it's definitely crazy, because one of the reasons why I was taken from my parents is neglect. That comes with all forms. Like, I remember when my mom came to visit me, and we talked so much about like
with her parents when she only drank Fiji water, or was that in the group home when she was so wealthy she would only drink Fiji water?
I just want to know when they did those Disney trips.
Yeah.
Finances when I was like younger, before I was put in foster care, and like I only had one pair of pants.
Feel like I should be taking notes. I need one of those cork boards with the red pins in it and string tie. I need a Wendigoon black or dry erase board.
Yes.
My dad would have rather spent money on getting in whatever form that he wanted than buy his own kids like clothing and stuff. And that also goes with like food.
But not Fiji water.
Yeah, but where did the Fiji water come from?
Food and this and that. All the foster homes I was ever in, group homes, like that's not like a money heavy place. Like it's always been very poor, like low income place.
Susan.
And that's how I grew up. That's like based on my experiences. I suffered from several different types of abuse. I just never was physically abused by my parents. You guys have heard this.
That's also a change in the story.
Several times. They were drug addicts. They neglected us. I was put into foster care at a very young age, and I didn't get to leave foster care until I was 18. Every time I share like some things that have happened to me in the past, it's never pity party. It's never, ooh, what?
I mean, it sounds like pity party.
It's giving
that
pity
whole
party.
Poem and please ask me questions about my sad childhood. I want to tell everything. Why? It seems pity party.
It's giving ew wee you wee you.
It really is.
Ew wee you for sure.
With me, feel bad for me. When did you get your nose piercing? What made you get it? I love it. Thank you. I actually got it when I was 12. I was probably 11.
In foster care?
No. I probably just turned 12. I want a nose ring. I want it so bad. It was like a thought that just came into my head. I literally couldn't stop thinking it, couldn't stop speaking on it. And during the time I was living with my parents because I wasn't foster.
Wait, during the time I was living with my parents because I was in. Wait, let her finish the sentence.
I want a nose ring. I want it so bad. It was like a thought that just came into my head. I literally couldn't stop thinking it, couldn't stop speaking on it. And during the time I was living with my parents because I wasn't.
So 8, she was with her parents.
Mm-hmm.
And 14, she was with her parents.
And 12.
Okay.
This
12 is just now.
This is a whole lot of trial runs living with my parents for someone who was in foster care from 8 until 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
In foster care, I was living with them for like a trial to see if they were fit parents.
So this is the 3rd trial.
Yeah.
This is the 3rd trial.
Okay.
My dad surprised me and he took me and he was like, shh, don't tell your mom. And I went and got my nose pierced. And a few of my guy friends actually came with us, and it was a fun time.
Aaron Carter died.
Dad did a good job on their trial run, letting her get her nose pierced. He proved what a great parent he was.
When his first single came out, I actually was living with my parents. And you guys know I had a very bad childhood. So I turned to, like, as my parents were in the other room doing, or my dad was hitting my mom or whatever, like I would turn to certain things.
So my dad was hitting my mom or whatever. Okay.
My views are getting lower. I used to be money hungry, and I think a big part of it, I didn't have money growing up at all. When I lived with my parents.
The people are saying what piercer would pierce a 12-year-old's nose.
Anyone who takes money.
And yeah, my mom took me to get my tongue pierced at 13. You just have to have a parent's permission.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
They don't
it's
care.
All money.
They might care now, but this was 30 years ago, so I mean that's
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
They didn't give a shit.
Poor. And when we did have money, they spent it on drugs. And that's just kind of, you know,
Drugs, boat trips, Fiji water, Disney, you know.
no reality for that. And I never had anything. You know, I had one pair of pants. I had a sweater I wore every day. And then when I was in foster homes, obviously I didn't have anything. Those foster homes weren't my homes. Now that I was finally getting all this money and I was able to...
One of these days, I'm going to set up my whiteboard. And I'm going to write all of this down.
Okay.
To do what I wanted with it. So I had all this, you know, money and I was feeding into it and I wanted more and more and more. So I'd find ways to reach an audience that would give me that kind of money.
I ate meth. In high school, I found my parents' meth and I took a bite. Just a little.
I can say I never did that.
I don't know why. My friend was over and we were just like, oh, let's take a bite of this.
Do you think...
Why would you take a bite of it?
Was that the meth story?
Yeah, no, this well, I don't, maybe. I thought in that story she was a young kid and found it on the ground and ate it because she didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Here she's saying she was in high school and her and her friend found the meth and decided, let's eat it.
Yeah, well, that's a story that had a couple different iterations. One, she was young, and the other, she was like mid-teens.
Right. And why? Clearly, she has watched her parents use this drug for her whole life, so she knows that eating it is not how it works. But Amber would say, I'm gonna eat it. Why?
Any normal person went through what Amber did, still not believing, would have cut their parents off and never spoke to them again. Well,
Yes.
apparently, most people have never needed a personal Uber driver.
And that too, yeah.
Or to get to 40% to goal. See?
Yes.
It's priorities.
Childhood is why you binge. 100%. Because I started binging very young, 7 years old. I don't want to get into it, but it was just a really bad childhood. Everyone's circumstances are different, but for me, 100%, I blame my childhood. So these are actually stories.
Mom's
my
fault.
parents
Hey, Mom, it's your fault. Why I'm fat now? You have to drive me to Target.
have told me, back when I lived with them. When I was 6 years old, when we would do Easter egg hunting, when it was Easter, obviously, every egg I'd pick up, I'd lick it, expecting it to taste like the color. I was,
You know what's weird?
5, 6, 7.
5, 6, 7 years old doing Easter egg hunts. I've known many drug abusing families in my days, and never once did those drug addicts put on fucking Easter egg hunts for their children.
You would think.
Never once.
See, when she talks bad about it, it sounds like that meth couple from Breaking Bad with the kid in the back room.
I don't remember.
When the ATM smushes the guy's head.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's how she makes it sound.
That is how she makes it sound.
But then it's also day trips to Disney
right,
and
that's
boating
how it would
and
actually
Fiji
be.
water.
Right. It doesn't make sense.
It was actually the night before Thanksgiving, and what my family used to do is my grandma
They could have been responsible users.
would cook the turkey.
You would think they would have to be, but then how do they get their children taken away?
I wonder if you put shaky cheese in the carpet, if Mama let stop it.
While we were sleeping, I slept in front of the oven, and I said, "Dad, I'm gonna guard the big chicken." What were you like as a teen?
Okay. Okay.
Long story short, I think
Drug
that
addicts
I rebelled.
who can't buy their child more than one pair of pants and one shirt,
Are putting
who
on big
don't care
elaborate
to
dinners.
feed them, are putting on big turkey dinners and Easter egg hunts. The math is not mathing.
Because I was going through a lot. I was in foster care again, and so I started smoking weed and I started drinking. I either ditched school or didn't care about school. This is actually how I found out that Santa wasn't real. Again, I was young. I was 8.
What?
You didn't know?
Where do the presents come from?
I was still with my parents at the time, and this was right before I got taken from them. I was 8.
Okay, well, hold on.
The big chicken. What were you like as a teen? Long story short, I
Teenager.
think that I rebelled because
I know, right? Ham and Beans is Hobie lying. Santa's real, of course.
I was going through a lot. I was in foster care again, and so I started smoking weed
and I started drinking. I either ditched school or didn't care about school. This is actually how I found out that Santa wasn't real. Again, I was young. I was 8. I was still with my parents.
Okay, so we're back to 8.
Yeah, we're just jumping around the timeline.
Right before I got taken from them. I was 8 years old. Maybe I was 7. I was 8.
All right, now, so we were 7, 8, and 9.
Yes.
When we got taken.
Yes.
Then we were back with them.
You're going to take notes?
Even better.
There we go.
So we got a timeline here, okay?
Okay.
Timeline.
So
the timeline starts at 7, 8, and 9.
Okay.
8 or
God
7.
damn it. 7, 8, and 9. That's when it starts.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Okay.
So we get 2 trial visits.
That's what it's seeming like.
So,
but she has not specifically said it was 2 trial visits. It's been, I was on a trial visit this age, I was on a trial visit this age. We have not gotten a definitive number of how many there were.
So the police come and take us from school. I'm going to do a little siren. At 7, 8, and 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Then, at 12 years old, we have another trial visit. Why are you not? Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Police come. Okay?
Okay.
Then, at 14, we get another trial visit.
Yes. Do the police come there?
And the police come.
Do they?
That's what she said.
Or, I mean, she didn't say the police came. She said she went back to foster care. Doesn't mean the police came.
No, she said the police came when she was 14 and at 7. So maybe not at the 12?
Maybe not at 12. The police don't have to come every time for them to fail their trial visit.
So,
I mean, maybe when her dad took her to get her nose pierced at 12, they said you failed your trial visit.
Maybe. But this is the questionable one. Because she said the police came and then she had to go to court.
Okay.
The police came and took her and then brought her back to her parents and then she had to go to court.
Okay.
And then took her from her parents again.
Yes.
So I think this was probably when the police came.
Maybe.
Or, my personal theory.
14 was school pickup. 12 was the trial with the father.
Okay. So 14 was when the police came and we had Schrodinger's police officers.
Yes.
Where they came and did not come.
Yes.
And somewhere in here, somewhere from here to 18.
She was in foster care the whole time.
The whole time. The foster care is this whole time. But multiple trial runs.
Yes.
And Disney trips and Fiji water and boating days and all that stuff with lavish Thanksgiving and Easter dinners.
Yes.
Okay.
And parents who would not buy her more than one pair of pants.
Yes. Sin, check your damn phone.
But made an Easter egg hunt.
Just living my best life, sleeping. All of a sudden,
Oh my God, you
I
are
hear
just straight
this
up taking
loud
notes.
noise. And my mom was right next to the Christmas tree.
Fantastic.
And her water had broke. And I heard her say to my dad, I was putting Santa's gifts under the tree and my water broke. That is how I found out there was no longer any Santa. He was no longer, but I also got...
Oh, so she was home at 8.
Yes. This time when she was 8, it was when she was at home.
Okay, so...
Susan's right. I would, if she would say I was in 3rd grade, I was in 7th grade, I was in whatever grade.
So that
her timeline would be more
7
believable.
And eliminates 8.
Got my baby brother. He was actually put in closed adoption a very, very long time ago. So I have 3 younger brothers. Tony was born.
Okay, so now we have 4 brothers. Great movie. 4 brothers, not 3.
What?
She said she had one older, 2 younger. Now she has 4 younger. Or 3 younger.
Yeah, 3.
So
she's the oldest.
The 4th one,
he doesn't exist.
Dissolved?
He was like Santa. He wasn't real.
Born when I was 1.5.
Jonathan was
We have Schrodinger's brother, who is simultaneously older and younger.
born when I was 8. James was born when I was 11. This Amberlynn Reid's brother story doesn't add up, literally. But there's like a picture of my brother. That was when we were 17 and he was 16.
So this was 2008? Because if it was 2007,
She's like, I think I got caught.
Yeah.
we were
Don't help me,
16, 'cause
Becky.
We didn't turn 17.
No, that's not in 2008. What makes you think that was 2008, honey?
You said 16.
No,
17.
he was 16. I was 17.
So then that would either make...
2008.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's because now this person's like, you said you were 8 when you held him. He was born when you were 11. This isn't if I said I was 8 when I held him, then that was just a miss. That was a slip.
Well, how old were you when you saved his life? Because it's obviously after you were 8 and you didn't live at home.
Weird.
It's making no sense. I was in foster care and later got my sisters out of it. Almost everything she says is bogus or doesn't make sense. All of the group homes lock up the kitchen and constantly raid your room as standard procedure. I believe it.
Yeah, I definitely believe that.
Car.
Because my brother Jonathan. Oh, you're probably getting confused because
you're confused.
You're just an idiot.
Ew.
Why were you listening so closely to what I was saying anyways? I was just making it up.
Ew.
I said Jonathan was born when I was 8. Yeah, you're just confused. It's fine. How'd you save
You're
the
just
baby
stupid.
from being strangled that was born the age you said you were in foster care? I've made a video about this, but my brother Jonathan, he was in his crib, which was located in the living room next to curtains, and the curtains had really long strings. My parents were, I'm assuming, loaded off of and they were
Also, it didn't even occur to me till just now. Their drug of choice
is meth.
But it not here.
I mean, you can also like heroin.
Yes, you can, but if you're that into it, you're not spending the extra money on the other thing.
Oh, yes, you are.
conked out to the world, yet right next to the crib. I was like, okay, just another night, living, you know, best life. I was in the middle bedroom of the trailer, which was the only thing in between the bedroom and the living room was a mini kitchen. I was watching Roseanne. My brother started crying, kept crying. Then it
I am so petty about this. I would see when Roseanne was on the air and compare it to this story.
I feel like this story is probably fake. She probably, like, remember, however many years
Somebody
ago,
said
it was a big thing about don't have your babies around blinds with cords, and they started making all the cordless blinds, and it was like a big thing. Cut the cords off your blinds. Don't let your babies, they're gonna choke to death on the cords. And Amber probably heard this and was like, my brother almost died from one of those blinds cords, and she just makes shit up.
Somebody said that this sounds like the story of Train Spotting.
it was a type of cry that I've never heard before. I went out there. He was purple, like on the verge of death.
But you're not crying if you're choking.
Because the curtain strings was wrapped around his neck.
Mike Tyson's daughter died from choking on a curtain cord?
Wow.
Amber's
brother almost did too.
I'm compelled to make a timeline. Okay, we need to get the minds together. And get a blackboard.
Yeah, the crying while also being strangled and blue doesn't make sense. You would not be crying if you were strangling to death to the point that you were blue.
Neck. I was screaming at my parents, shaking them, and they wouldn't wake up. I had to save my brother's life. He was literally on the verge of death. And if it wasn't for me being there, he would have died. I think in a video, I'm pretty sure I shared how when I was first taken.
I think Feline has a story very similar to this. Amber was blue and choking to death on a potato, and if she had not been there, Amber would have literally died.
And from my parents, I only had 2 brothers at the time. One was a baby, that was Jonathan, and one was my other brother, Tony, which he's 1.5 years younger than I am. And the minute we were put into...
There were 3 younger brothers.
They all got choked by potatoes and blinds. And Amber saved the day.
foster care. My baby brother Jonathan was automatically placed in a home. My mom then proceeded to get pregnant when I was 10, but she went to jail just to be sober. She like purposely got herself in trouble just to go to jail to be sober so she could give birth to my baby brother, her son, while she was sober. That's a crazy story. You only hear that, you know.
We need a timeline. We need a fucking actual timeline.
In movies, I feel like, and I was in foster care at the time, but I had visitation with my parents. The day after my brother James was born, I was able to hold him. It's just very triggering to have to talk about it, but it's also therapeutic to talk about it.
It's very triggering to have to talk about it. Please ask me more questions.
Yes.
Was in foster care for most of my life. I actually saved my baby brother because my parents were on so many drugs when I was about 9 years old, and my
my parents were on drugs. She's so fucking full of herself. Like, I am a living teen movie. Have you seen Degrassi?
So
I could be on that show.
We were home at 9. So that debunks 8.
My brother was choking really bad. He was in his crib. He was just a baby. Curtain string was around his neck. He was completely purple, couldn't breathe, and I saved his life.
So I just want to say, like, this video is kind of hard to film, and I kind of wanted to share it with you guys. When I was a little girl, my parents, they did like every drug imaginable. They would go in the bathroom.
I have art supplies, a whiteboard, and unparalleled dislike for this hammock. Let's make it. I have a whiteboard too.
Somewhere.
I have 2 whiteboards.
Yeah, you have a black one.
I have 3 whiteboards. Why the fuck do I have 3 whiteboards?
Because you keep buying them.
That is where they would do their drug of choice, and they'd be in there for hours and hours and hours a day. When they would...
So they cared enough to go in the bathroom. That's unlike most drug addict parents I've met.
I don't know if they were going to be like super hyper. I want to clean everything. Oh my God, I talk so fast. I'm going to be up for like 3 days. I didn't know if they were going to be out screaming at me for every little thing ever, slamming.
I'm taking notes. I'll send you the scan. Thank you. I swear to God. Sin, the next goal is for more whiteboards. I have a blacklight one. That one's up in the studio.
That's a nice one.
I have a 4x4 white one.
Yeah, why do you keep getting such big ones too? I got this whiteboard and it's like 20 feet long. Like, where the fuck are you gonna put that?
No, I didn't get a 20-foot whiteboard.
They're humongous.
It's 4x4.
That's humongous.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be that big. Like, it doesn't look that big.
It's humongous.
Walmart.
It does.
But when I get it home in the studio, home in the studio. When I get it in the studio, I'm like, okay.
I have nowhere to put it.
I definitely overcompensated a little bit with this one.
Things, throwing things, breaking each other's bones. I didn't know if they were going to come out unable to even speak, loaded out of their brains. They wouldn't be able to like do anything without... As a little girl, I loved Nick at Night. We lived in a trailer.
Nothing like grandma doing a line at the table on Thanksgiving. That's instead of Grace, everyone puts their heads down and you just hear, eat.
In the middle room was the only room that had a TV besides a living room, but that's where my parents were. Completely passed out. I could literally bang pots and pans and they wouldn't hear me.
We create an email just for timeline entries. I want to say yes, but I know I'm never going to do anything with it. So, Discord me.
I was in the middle room. It was like my...
But if you're going to submit to the timeline, I swear to God, I'm going to start this next week. If you want to submit to the timeline, you have to send a timestamp.
Okay.
Safe place. And all of a sudden, my baby brother was...
DM on Discord, not just posted in the Discord.
Was literally just crying his eyes out, and he was barely even 1, or he might have been 1, a little over 1, but it was like around that age. So I kind of just let my baby brother cry.
Susan, she's such a whore. Excitedly airing all her parents' dirty laundry is insane. She is fucking giddy about it. She's smiling, she's happy, she's telling these stories. Guys, do you know what a victim I am? Like, she fucking loves it, and it's so gross. Her poor mother should not have to hear her talking about her like this if she really is such a wonderful woman.
Oh, please. Oh, fuck. Okay, guys, can you hold on 1 second? I gotta mute the desktop audio. Hold on. Oh, no? Okay. Okay. Okay, no problem. Okay, no. Dude. Thank you for let me know. See how that was.
What's he say?
The no show tonight.
Well, I have to hurry up and start getting ready for what you call it.
Oh, yeah. See, I can't even do the Chantel thing.
No, I have to go to my class.
Oh, well, I can get that stuff done easier.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, fuck. I forgot to turn the audio back on.
Wake up. I think I was about 8 years old at this moment. He just kept on crying and I was getting annoyed. I started turning Roseanne up. I turned up Roseanne for as loud as it could go. It was an old TV. Like, we're like literally trailer park trash. There are a lot of people who live in trailers who are not trailer park trash. Like, but I can admit for myself, that's what we were. That's what everyone saw.
Willow Winter, welcome to the plebs. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
As I started hearing like a cry that I wasn't used to. It started to become the sound of like it wanted to come out but it like couldn't. My brother's crib was in the living room and it was next to these windows with these really big like curtains and they had long strings on the curtains. It was a small trailer, disgusting trailer, might I add. I went out there to scream at them.
It's a disgusting trailer, might I add, because I've talked about how disgusting it was so many times. I've got to mention it again. It was super disgusting.
And I saw the
Stop being mean to Polly. He knows it comes from a place of love.
strings from the curtains were wrapped around his neck. Like hardcore, just like wrapped. I don't know how it
I quoted that from The Gentleman the other day.
Okay.
You've never seen that. You have to watch The Gentleman.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Meh.
Would you watch it?
No.
Why?
It looks stupid.
It's a great movie.
I've seen the clips. It looks dumb.
It is a fucking amazing. Anyway, it was the line where it's Colin Farrell is talking to one of the guys and he goes, I need that Chinese fucker's address. And the other guy's like, hey, you black cunt, I'm training over here alone. Get up in the stage. And the guy goes, did you just call me a black cunt? That's racist. You can't do that. And Colin Farrell's like, I don't think he cares what race you're running. And more likely, it came from a place of love.
what happened. Obviously, he did it.
That's the line.
Was that supposed to be funny?
No, it's just that it came from a place of love.
Yeah, okay.
Like, but I don't know how he did it. As gently, but as fastly as I could, I got the cords from around his neck, and he started breathing again. It took like a minute. It disgusts me as a 25-year-old girl to think that people will do so many drugs that they can't even take care of their own children. One of the moments that like made me realize, like, holy shit, my parents are psycho. Like, a couple.
Okay, yes, guys, I see. Careful, Shadowclaw. I will have to take you out if you post shit like that. It made me forget what I was gonna say.
Months later, after that moment, that is when I was put into foster care, and my whole foster care experience is a whole other like video. Like, I have been requested to do that video so many times, and I just can't. I will.
I removed it. Yeah, quoting a movie is not carte blanche to say shit like that in the chat.
And now he is put into a closed adoption, and I haven't seen him in, I want to say, like 13 years. After the situation where he started breathing better and he wasn't as purple and stuff, like, I held on to him for dear life, and my parents still didn't wake up. They didn't wake up, I want to say, for like a day and a half, and I had to do everything for my little brother. I had 2 little brothers at the time. My other brother was just like a year younger than I, so he was like 7. But
these are some lighthearted questions, so if you want to get to know the childhood Amberlynn Reid a little bit more, let's get into this. What was your favorite vacation you went on?
I just can't, because it's a huge life foster care. I think at the most generous I can be with this is that she is great. And this is me taking her side.
Mm-hmm.
Is that this is grossly over exaggerated.
Absolutely.
As a child, my parents did drugs. I was in foster care. You know, I did live with my parents until I was 8, 9.
Yes, I
But
was
while
talking to her dog.
living with my parents, we would go camping. And we would go every summer for my brother's birthday. My dad, he would go fishing and he knew how to like gut a fish. We would catch crawdads together. You know, me and my brother would bring bikes and we would ride our bikes around.
They
It was
would
a
go
big
camping and fishing with their bikes while her parents were so high they couldn't function.
And when was this?
I don't know. I missed the age. I was hearing the dog bark.
So every summer for my brother's birthday, my dad, he would go fishing and he knew
Every
how
summer.
to like gut a fish. We would catch crawdads together. You know, me and my brother would bring bikes and we would ride our bikes around. It was a
Okay. Poltergeisha, put that in the timeline.
This every summer.
Every summer.
popular camp place. So I think it was the last Christmas I actually had with my family before I got put into foster care. My mom was actually pregnant.
No ages.
No, just forever.
Okay, last Christmas before foster care.
So that would have been 8. That's I read the 8 or
7,
7,
8,
8,
or
9. Yeah, that's 7,
somewhere
8,
in
9.
there. And
That's when she found out Santa
her
wasn't
brother
real.
is how much younger than her?
I don't know. There's multiple brothers that their ages keep changing.
With my brother Jonathan, who is now in closed adoption.
You know
I
what, Susan?
remember-
That's a good catch. She has talked incessantly about her druggy parents and has given exceedingly scant details about her years in foster care. That's true. She keeps saying, I'm going to make a story all about my time in foster care. And then she just says a little bit or a little bit or a little bit, but it's a whole lot about my childhood stories.
Okay, and there, she was put into a home for difficult kids at age 12. Not foster care, but difficult kids.
Yeah.
Which is not foster care.
No.
That's something that the parents have to pay for.
No, not always. Sometimes you just go.
Usually the parents have to pay. These places don't do this shit for free.
That's true.
No one's
yeah,
just
this
taking
is
a
weird.
fucking asshole kid for free.
Like, you would think she would have some crazy stories from foster care to tell.
Mhm.
People trying to fight her or this or that or whatever. Somebody stealing her something. Like, there would be stories from foster care.
Every single Christmas, I would sleep on the couch because I wanted to meet Santa. So I'm just sleeping on the couch, you know, living my best life. And all of a sudden, I hear this loud noise from my mom. And she was standing there, and I don't think she knew I was awake. And she goes, oh my gosh, my water broke while I was putting out the kids' Santa gifts. So that's how I found out my mom had...
And also, remember, this was the baby her mom had in jail.
This was also when her parents were so high on drugs that she got taken away from them just months later. But they were buying Christmas gifts and doing the Santa thing.
Jonathan, that Christmas, I just wonder how he's doing, where he's at, who he is as a person. And same with my brother James, because they were both put into closed adoption. I feel like I had quite a
Amber delivered the baby and saved Christmas.
Yeah.
few best friends in my younger years, childhood. Then I got taken from my parents, and I remember getting a call when I was at the children's shelter. My grandma called and she said that Kay had moved away to Tennessee. I think that was the first time I've ever been like brokenhearted over a person, besides like the, you know, my family issues and stuff and the things I went through regarding that. Fast forward, when I was 16, I think I was 15. Yeah, I was 15 and I got to do like this trial thing, live with my parents.
Oh, okay. Now it's 16.
It's 16 or 15.
12, 14, and 16.
Yes. So maybe every 2 years they let them try a trial run?
Not at 10?
And apparently not at 10.
To see if they were suitable to be parents, to see if, you know, I could get out of foster care, blah,
Timeline.
blah, blah. So during that time, I actually went to the fair in my hometown. Yeah, I was going through a lot when I was 15. That's actually the year that I went to a...
Now 15.
It seems like if the parents care so much to keep trying the trial things, they would actually try and keep their kids back.
Now it's 15. Poltergeisha. Clock it. At 12, 14, 15, 16.
mental hospital. Whole other subject. As a child, I was on a soccer team. I was on a softball team. I was in a dance group.
Those
I would rollerblade.
all cost money.
Yep.
Soccer team, softball team, dance group. That shit's expensive as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Who's paying for that?
Roller skate.
Meth heads were not
I don't
paying
want to
for
say
that.
athletic, but I kind of was. That was actually a fun childhood tag. I'm surprised that I don't have diabetes because it runs in the family. I don't think I have ever seen someone have such bad diabetes than my dad. Growing up, he was in a diabetic coma. I saw at a young age.
A diabetic coma. This is in the timeline.
She said she was a ward of the state when they put her in foster care when she was 8. But they don't do the reuniting visits once you're a ward of the state.
Yeah.
So she was not a ward of the state.
No.
She went to some kind of temporary housing thing.
I'm telling you, man, it was
probably just with one of her family members.
I think that she got put in foster care for like 2 months.
Probably.
They did an investigation.
Yep.
Everything was fine.
Yep.
Went back.
He has
Probably.
this really bad ulcer on the bottom of his foot, and he still has it. They want to amputate his foot, and they've wanted to amputate his foot for over a decade. And not only does my dad have it, but both of my grandmas. Here's a little factoid. Story time. The closest person I have ever had in my family is my grandma Judy. She passed away. Was like my mom when my mom couldn't be my mom or didn't want to be my mom or wasn't my mom. And this was during the time when this was during a trial with my parents to see if they were fit to be parents again because I was in foster care. This whole...
Because I was in foster care. In case you didn't know, I was in foster care. I have no stories about that. Nothing to tell you about that. But my grandma, she was basically my mom.
Okay.
So grandma raised her. Is what we're finding out.
I don't even buy that.
Whole aspect was happening during that trial. This reminds
Conspiracy theory: Amber's parents wouldn't let her have an extra snack, so she called CPS.
me of when I lived with my parents. Like they did.
See if you can clock the time, the year. What a freeze! The year on that one, Poltergeisha. Add that to the timeline. Child trial run.
Drugs, so they didn't think clearly. They were obsessed with scratchers. My dad had his own lawnmower shop, and in the back there was like this room where they would do the drugs at. On the wall, literally
A business owning drug addict.
A business owning, camp taking, Disney going, Fiji buying, boat tripping, meth addict in a decrepit, dilapidated trailer.
There are people that can do drugs and still function in life.
Yes.
And still take care of their kids.
But this is some high functioning.
And this is high
for
functioning.
living in a trailer.
For living in a dilapidated trailer, this is high functioning. It's either one or the other. It's either her parents were perfectly fine parents who did drugs sometimes. She went to foster care one time and they got arrested. They got her back, and she's just blowing this whole story out of proportion.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Her dad's giving Ric Flair a run for his money.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah.
early they made it to where they you couldn't see the walls. It was just nothing but scratch offs.
And they could buy lotto tickets like crazy. So where did they get the money for that?
And lavish meals, and Disney trips, and camping. Ooh, Easter eggs.
Yeah.
So I know I'm in the minority here, and I am fine with that. I am okay with being more skeptical than the average viewer. I don't buy a fucking word.
Yeah, a lot of it's bullshit.
If half of what she says is half true, then she had the worst childhood I've ever heard. It's like Ethiopian kids.
Then Amber.
Yeah. It's the worst of the worst. It's okay, hold on. It's like Ethiopian kids, that kid from Breaking Bad, then just a cunt hair above Amber.
Ethiopian kids probably have more than one shirt.
With a lot of Super Bowl losing jerseys. Are we gonna get some the Steiner math should be a donation. I gotta write that down. Steiner math.
Amberlynn's
should be a donation.
dad's lottery winning slams link. Oh God.
Steiner math is definitely. Oh, and $37.
I would love to hear Amber's mom's side.
I would. You know, I think what this is doing is setting the clock.
Yeah.
For Amber coming out saying my mom used me for money, etc., etc., etc.
It's possible.
And then some reaction channel is going to reach out to mom and say, your daughter is saying all this. Do you want to defend yourself?
Yeah.
I think the clock is set for that to happen.
Jennifer's got a good theory. Amber probably started telling tales at school. The teachers contacted social services. She probably lied to get attention, and since she did not realize the severity of her lies, she got taken. And then the parents got the trial run. They figured out everything was fine. She got to go back home, but she spent a couple months away from her parents, and it's a whole big blown out of proportion story.
That could be. But there is shit there with her mom.
There's
like
definitely her mom's obviously likes to fight.
Her mom's got a rap sheet.
Yeah.
So there is a truth somewhere in this, but it is definitely not what Amber's saying.
Yeah.
It is 100% not what she's saying.
Yeah, I agree. I think Amber's full of baloney.
Most likely, she got taken by her grandma.
Yeah, I mean, she even said her grandma was like her mom. So yeah,
that is where like something happened. Jennifer's theory is pretty solid. Got taken by grandma. Spent half the time with grandma.
Yep.
No foster care, no group homes.
No,
none
she
of
was
that
just
shit.
with grandma, and her mom was out running the streets, getting high and stealing shit.
Yep, that's where my money's at.
That would make perfect sense.
Okay, you got to get going.
I do.
I don't have a show to do, but I do have stuff to do. So, guys, thank you for coming and hanging out. Thank you for a fun show. Let me know what you think down below, and we will see you all